right, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I don't know. I just said fuck it. Let's do it today. Let's start it today. How's the volume? Oh, we actually got some different meters this time. Okay. But yeah. I'm tired of waiting. So, I mean, well, it's not that I'm tired of waiting. It's been a few days since I've streamed. If I was tired of waiting, I would have gone earlier. But what I'm trying to say is that basically, you know, I'm just saying, let's go ahead and start this now. I'm in the mood for it, I guess. Am I in the mood for it? I don't know. But we're starting it now regardless of if I'm in the mood for it or not. Plus, you know, we got a whole other thing I want to start streaming soon. So, you know, I think it's good to have this sort of to alternate with that. So, why not just go ahead and start this one? Story and the characters in this game entirely fictional resemblances. Yeah. Yeah. We got it at this point. Alright, Hana. Welcome, by the way.
Daddy?
Pure fiction, we made it up wrong.
Where are you?
No, I don't think that's wrong this time.
Daddy!
But yes, as you can see, we start out with a pretty promising mystery to start it off. Where the fuck is Layton gone? And why the fuck is he? Why do you have to go and be a deadbeat dad? That's not like him. What's making him so out of character? Could it be perchance different writers? I actually don't know. But here she is. Here's our new protagonist for our new chapter. I don't know if this theme song is copyrighted, so I'm gonna mute real quick the game audio. Because I know this is like the instrumental of a real song, and I know that the other Layton games I've gotten not strikes for, but claims for on my YouTube VODs. So, chat isn't showing up on stream. What the fuck? Hold on. That's weird. It should. Oh, did I accidentally delete the chat widget again? That's stupid of me. Hold up. Hold on. I'm gonna pull that up real quick. Sorry. But yeah, hold on. I don't want to fucking create an intro. I want to get my chat widget. Thanks, Streamlabs. God, isn't this just a promising start for both the stream and the game? Oh. There it is. Oh, I didn't even have to do anything. And now chat isn't showing up for me on the side window that I use to view chat while I'm playing the game. God. What is this? Okay, there it goes. There it goes. Okay. Okay. Both of them are working now, I think. I'm glad that was our first I'm glad that was our first message, by the way. I was getting very Ultra the Spirit Girls vibes from that intro. Yike.
Dear Lucy, I've opened a detective agency on one of London's most happening
That's what I'm
streets.
here for. Alright.
Any mystery solved. That's the Layton Detective Agency's motto. I can't wait to find out what mysteries are waiting for me. You must come and visit me if you have the time. Yours faithfully, Catriel.
Let's go ahead and start the fucking game. Also, yes, best of luck with your puzzle.
Phew. There, all done.
Hey, you there!
Oh, hello. Hello, dog.
Who said that? Was it you?
Can you really
Hey,
solve
what the
any
dog
mystery?
doing? Yeah.
A talking dog.
I wish I knew.
Not surprised?
It's only talking.
Only talking? Is it true? Huh? I want some proof. Can you really solve any mystery? Seeing you hang that sign gives me an idea. Let's see you try your paw at this puzzle.
Oh boy, we're getting a puzzle already. We barely stepped foot into the game. All right, let's go. All right, the letter K has fallen down from the sign above the cake shop. Use the 3 triangles to make the letter K inside the box. You can move the triangles around by sliding them. You can rotate them by touching them. When the K is formed, success will be displayed automatically. Press the triangles carefully. Okay. This one's pretty simple, and I remember how it goes too. So we're gonna be in and out 5 seconds. Hold on. In and out 10 seconds. Yeah, come on. Boop, easy peasy.
I've seen how to solve this now.
So like so you can talk to animals, she's right? I mean, this dog is a weird case that is not really properly addressed, but we'll get to that. What are pickerats? Pickerats are both a commodity, and you're never gonna think carefully before you answer.
All right. You seem to be up to scratch.
Thank you. Why don't you step inside?
The thing is, though, with Luke talking to animals, with the exception of the lab experiments, we never heard the animals, like, actually talking back to him, if I remember correctly. Which I guess that might be, like, the credence as to why that theory holds water, but nah, I don't think so.
What can I do for you?
Look at me. It's obvious.
What?
I'm a talking dog.
Yes, I can see that, and...
And?
And
Right then. And I have total amnesia.
Ah, a dog with amnesia.
If I could just remember my parents.
was that new language of they were doing a 100% accurate impression of our Prime Minister?
Not really.
Oh, got him.
I don't even know if I'm pedigree.
Is that all?
No, that's not all. I want you to find out who I really am.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, come on. I'm a talking dog.
Things only catch you on some.
Got
Yeah,
anything
that's
else?
fair.
A diabolical box that kills you? A letter from the future? A relic from an ancient civilization? Nothing like that?
Nothing.
Well, this is my first inquiry. Perhaps it's fate. All right then. Any clues?
Well, not everyone can hear me talking. Some can, some can't. It's very rare to find someone who can, actually.
That dog, it just spoke. Oh.
And here's another rare someone who can hear you talk.
Who's this?
Apparently, he's my assistant. I told him I don't need help, but he won't listen.
Everybody
Yeah, he's
knows
just kind of here.
that.
What's all this about, Miss Layton?
This talking dog wants me to solve the mystery of who he is and where he comes from. So, we've had our first inquiry.
Incredible, Miss. Such a fascinating case from day one. Your reputation obviously precedes you.
So, I don't believe you told me your name.
Ernest. Ernest Greaves, Miss.
That's just what he's like.
I see.
Yeah, he's just kind of like that trademark.
Anyway,
I can't even remember my own name.
well, do you remember anything else at all?
I've got a vague memory of a tower or something falling down, and then lightning flashing across the sky.
That's it.
Goodness.
That sounds very interesting. I do hope we get to know more about that later.
It certainly isn't. I've no other cases at the moment, so why not? I'll do what I can.
You will? Well, that's great.
Oh, but I must insist on my fee, even for man's best friend.
Oh, I'm not poor.
Well, here's the paperwork then. Now, you'll need a name. How about Shirl?
Shirl?
You said you can't remember your name. So, So, I've thought of one for you, with inspiration from the famous Sherlock Holmes. It really suits you.
Oh, that's splendid, sir. Being named after such a prestigious figure, I mean.
Like I said, who asked you anyway?
Look. Here. Sherl O.C. Combs. Sherl is a great name.
For a girl.
Don't yet.
So I guess so. Great Ace Attorney seems to have competition for the best, or is it worst, Sherlock pun,
Are you in?
Ah,
or wordplay, I guess, since Sherlock Holmes isn't exactly a pun. Anyway, are we gonna get into a case now? That's just a placeholder. Don't worry about that. I was just testing the game, seeing if it works through this recording thing. Inspector Hastings, whatever is the matter? You look positively beside yourself.
You won't believe what's happened. Who is this loudmouth, long-nosed nerk? He's got more color than me.
Sherlock Holmes, the pinnacle of comedy. I don't know what you mean. Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the deal was. I think there is something with like the estate or something that owns. Well, no, I actually don't know. I don't know. I think there's like a certain. It's super weird, the copyright of Sherlock. I've heard like certain like variations on the character. I don't fucking know. But there's gotta be a reason why they dance around it. I mean, obviously comedy points, I guess, but I don't know. This is Inspector Hastings, Sherl, from Scotland Yard. Despite appearances, he's actually responsible for ensuring London's safety.
What's that mutt doing here? Hey, don't tell me you've gone and bought yourself a pet cat. A pet? A pet? Do I look like a pet? Don't answer that.
It looks as though Inspector Hastings can't understand what you're saying, Sherl.
Of course he can't. Like I said, it's an exclusive club. Most people just hear woofs and barks.
And yet in a straw poll on those present here, 2 out of 3 are in the club. Very exclusive. I don't know, I think it's because DGS is more based around the Sherlock Holmes from the books, but yeah, I don't know. It's very weird.
I can't help it if Super Snitch here isn't one of the enlightened ones. Well, what are you muttering about, cat?
Sorry, Inspector. To answer your question, no. Sherl here isn't a pet. Rather, he's my very first client. The first to have signed on the dotted line and enlist my services. Well, strictly speaking, Mitz, he can't sign anything, of course. He's digitally impaired. An excellent observation, Ernest. Let me rephrase that then. The first to have put his paw print on my paperwork.
It's some kind of wind-up? Oh, well, anyway, we haven't got time to be discussing pets. I've got a case I need you on, cat. I need you on it right now.
How intriguing. Why the urgency? And why do you need me in particular, Inspector?
Because we all know you're the best. You proved that when you helped me out in the past. With your little grey cells on the case, we'll have solved it in no time. I think. I hope. Well, probably. His confidence in you is inspiring, cat.
Don't you worry, Inspector. There's not a case in the world that Miss Layton couldn't crack. Any mystery solved. That's the Layton Detective Agency motto, you know.
Well, let's hope you can put your money where your mouth is, cause we need all the help we can get on this one.
Perhaps it's time you told us what has actually happened, Inspector.
Well, it's hard to believe, to be honest. I mean, you'd never expect something like that to get nicked.
Something's been stolen? A burglary case, is it?
Of sorts, yeah, but not your average run-of-the-mill burglary. This affects everyone in London. In the whole of Britain.
Gosh, really? Whatever could be so important?
I think you better just come to the scene. Then I'll explain everything.
That sounds like a very good idea. Lead the way.
Hello? Isn't there a little matter we're forgetting here? Oh, what about figuring out my true identity?
Oh, yes. Well, the trouble is, this new case just sounds a lot more interesting.
Interesting? You decide which cases to investigate based on how interesting they are, do you?
Exactly. I'm glad you understand.
Well, pardon me for only being a talking dog. I must try harder to be more interesting.
Oh, now, Shirley, don't be like that. Your case is very important to us, but we're experiencing a high volume of inquiries at the present, and,
You've had one new inquiry. One. Never mind. Clearly the inspector here has his knickers in a twist about something. Let him jump the queue if he has to.
Good.
That's settled then. Now, let's get to the scene and start investigating. Where are we going, Inspector?
Just down that road as it happens, to Big Ben.
Big Ben? The Elizabeth Tower, I presume? Not Burly Benjamin, who lives a few doors down, surely?
Case 01, the hand that feeds. So, yeah, one of the big things about this game is that you have, instead of one big case, I've mentioned this on stream a lot, multiple small cases. Yeah. Also, yes, Ernest is very stuffable into lockers. He's got that look about him. Fucking twink. Oh, wait. Oh, the hand's gone. Oh, whoa.
Good gracious! The hour hand! It's missing!
Yep, I'm afraid so. It was reported to us this morning.
So that's what this is all about? One of the hands from the clock tower has been stolen.
Unbelievable, isn't it? We gotta catch the hooligan who did it and get back quick smart.
But there are 4 clock faces on the Elizabeth Tower, aren't there? Even if this 1 hour hand is missing, the other 3 faces will still show the correct time, surely? That's right. I mean, certainly it may be a little inconvenient perhaps, but to describe this as affecting all of Britain... Isn't that rather an exaggeration?
Yeah, my better half said the same thing. But it's much worse than a bit of inconvenience not knowing the right time. The problem is we're due a visit tomorrow from an ambassador...
Oh, God, blimey, how the fuck do I say this again? Ambassador Fu Dufafa, I think. That sounds both right and wrong at the same time. Foul? Wait, is it foul? Fu? How do you say that? How do you say that first part? I don't know.
Oh yes, I remember reading about it in the Times. It's the anniversary of the Treaty of Rome, isn't it? But what does that have to do with the Elizabeth Tower?
The ambassador is going to be received at a venue inside the Houses of Parliament in Big Ben. As a symbol of the timeless friendship and cooperation between our 2 lands, they plan on giving him a present. A pendant molded on the hands of Big Ben.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so you can only imagine that the conversation's got to turn to the subject of the clock tower at some point. And it's not going to look too clever if the very hands the pendant is modelled on have been half-inched by some low-life scoundrel the Met can't catch. Obviously, it'll be plastered all over the foreign press as well. It's a blooming disgrace is what it is.
Okay.
I see. So that's why you're intent on tracking down the culprit and recovering the missing hand before tomorrow's engagement.
Exactly. We need your help on this one, Cat.
Of course, I'll do everything I can. Our national pride is at stake here, as you say.
Well, that's a relief. I was worried you'd turn me down. Obviously, Scotland Yard will be carrying on with its own investigation at the same time. It's all hands on deck. We've got officers scouring the area around the tower, so you can ask them if they've got any leads.
Leave it to me, Inspector. We'll get started at once. Gosh, miss, it's so rousing when you take the bull by the horns like this. Oh, no. Wait a minute.
What now?
Well, as this is our first case since the establishment of the Layton Detective Agency, I'd better show you the ropes. Let me explain how I like to carry out my investigations.
Oh, yes. Please do. We know how it goes. Investigate, drag, tap. We have had 3 games. I get why they do this, but can't we just do it? Can't we do like most games around this era and have a skip button? Yeah.
So slide on the lower screen to move the magnifying glass around and tap to investigate. Alright, I think I've got the hang of that.
Got the hang of licking her boots?
Yeah, Cheryl knows. Cheryl fucking knows.
Sorry, I mean you're a fast learner, Pinstripes.
So let's get straight down to business and start investigating. Let's start with the top of the lamppost, shall we?
Alright, sure. Oh, hey, coin.
Coin!
Golly, a little coin dropped down. Look.
That's a hint coin. You find them everywhere. Fucking out. Jesus, we know.
So hint coins are shy little creatures, are they?
Now, come on, Cat. What are you dawdling there for, eh? The case, woman, the case!
Now, Inspector. Less haste, more speed.
His name is literally Hastings. He's gotta have haste, boy. Girl.
Investigations need to be carried out carefully, and above all, you must record everything at each step.
Teaching grandma to suck eggs, are you?
Let's just go over the most important items in my bag.
Alright, you go in there. You can check the notes, which we have not done yet, but you can also save, look at puzzles, etc., etc. I do not need to update my security system right now. Thank you, computer. Imagine being belittled by a dog. Yeah. Cheryl's great. Honestly, if there's one thing I will give this game, like, the main cast is really strong. I actually really like the main cast. And it's part of why I think the anime works better than the game, is because it just allows the cast more breathing room to sort of just shine in, like, contained scenarios. Instead of, well, we'll you know, we'll have time to talk more about the game stuff later.
If you also delve into my wardrobe from time to time, I can pop into some different outfits.
Blimey, you got enough in that bag of yours, cat? Ever heard of tidying? It's a crazy idea where you actually get rid of stuff you don't need.
Oh no, it's perfectly fine as it is. The trick to any handbag is to know where to find everything and what to use when. I can relate to that. Good, that's covered the fundamentals of the investigative process. Now it's time to put theory into practice and investigate the clock tower. The clocks are awfully high off the ground though, aren't they? And you must zoom in, Ernest. Zoom in, miss. How do you do that?
Man, I just realized all this isn't in this game. What the fuck, man? Catriel's just doing all the work for him. Bonk. Just investigate the hand. It sure is gone.
It's true. The shorthand really is missing. Ah, but of course the other clock faces all have both hands.
Yeah, it's only the one side that's shortened. It's only that one side the shorthand's been taken. The other three are unaffected.
Oh, so it's just one shorthand that we're looking for? Even a shorthand from one of the clocks on the Big Ben clock tower would be a very sizable object. Not something that would disappear easily.
Obviously, we've searched all around the clock face as well as the base of the tower, but that hand's just disappeared in thin air.
This is turning into a very interesting case indeed.
A quarter of London doesn't know what time it is, you call it interesting.
Alright, now we know what we're dealing with. It's time we started investigating.
Also, Cheryl, I'm sure that math is off. Like, I'm sure, like, it's less than a quarter. They can look at the other sides. Come on. It's only an inconvenience because the ambassador is just coming tomorrow.
We should start by stepping back and looking at the bigger picture again.
Yes, zoom out. We know how it works. We're very much going through this dawdle of a tutorial.
Well, time is of the essence. We have to solve this before Ambassador Fodufafa arrives tomorrow. Let's begin by asking Inspector Hastings' team what they've learned so far.
That's right. Why do the work yourself when you can get someone else to do it for you?
Nonsense, Cheryl. We can't afford to duplicate effort, that's all.
Of course.
Come along then, you two. No time to lose. Coming, miss.
Sit. Alright, hey, Hastings. What do you got to say?
Inspector Hastings, can you summarize what you found out so far?
Not a fat lot, really. There was a bobby on the beat here last night who confirmed nothing was amiss at 11:50. It wasn't until 6 this morning that we got a report from a stunned local who happened to glance at the clock. We came to confirm the report straight away and found it to be true. The hour hand was well and truly gone.
So at 11:50 last night, the clock was fine, but by 6 this morning, the hand was missing. So we only had a window of about 6 hours in which the crime was committed.
That's about the size of it, yep.
And wasn't there anybody else who looked at the clock tower in that 6-hour window?
We're looking into that now. I've got officers acting locals if they saw anything.
Yeah, there must be someone who looked at the clock in all that time.
No doubt if we went door to door we could find some witnesses, but we just don't have that kind of time.
So we just have to manage with what we know already, you mean?
Pretty much. And those hands are massive. We're taking someone a fair old while to make off with it, that's for sure.
6 hours.
Boop. A 6-hour window. Where's that? Right here. You found the clue. According to Inspector as your investigation progresses, that's fucking hell, you'll unearth certain key pieces of information that form clues. Each case has 6 clues to uncover, and once you found all 6, you'll be able to solve the case. Clues may arise from statements that appear to have nothing to do with anything. You use your sleuthing skills to piece it all together. Yes, because even if these clues sometimes have nothing to do with anything, quote unquote, it's all still a fucking jigsaw puzzle. Anyway, like I was going to say, according to Inspector Hastings, the clock hand must have been stolen in a roughly 6-hour window between 11:50 last night and 6 a.m. this morning.
Boop! Ah, it's so exciting to be investigating a case at last. What do we do first, miss? We'll start by interviewing members of the public, Ernest.
Gosh, that sounds like proper detective work.
Let's find out if anyone around here knows what's wrong with the clock tower, and if they might have any useful information for us. There are rather a lot of passers-by here, aren't there? How do we know who to ask? The more people we talk to, the better. So, let's get started.
When there's more than one place to investigate next, you'll see multiple magnifying glass icons displayed on the lower screen in the investigation mode. Because why prod around when you can just have a checklist? Boop. Hey, you. What are you doing here?
Top of the morning to ya. Got a minute to answer a few questions? Oh, all right. I'm investigating the extraordinary disappearance of the little and the Big Ben. See? So, did you happen to see anything around these parts last night? Such as, for instance, a person or persons transporting a large hand-like object? Gosh, he gets straight to the point, doesn't he? He's asking the very questions I was about to ask him. Oh, where's me manners, eh? Sorry, I'm Douglas Dirt. Everybody calls me Doug. I'm a reporter with the London Times, see? Are you, readers at all? Oh, I'll say. Personally, I think the London Times is the best paper in the city. You're too kind, lad. Although I do make it my mission to dig up the most dirtiest of dirt and uncover the most unsavory of suits.
Well, I mean, considering your name is literally a pun on Doug Dirt, yeah, checks out. The clicking sound of his camera gives he shivers in a bad way. Yeah, that checks out. He does it a lot.
And at present, as I mentioned aforementionedly, I'm investigating the disappearance of Big Ben's hand. As it happens, we're investigating the same thing. Perhaps you might share anything you've learnt? Sorry, investigating, you say? Well, there's a turn-up for the books. It looked like detectives, I must say. If I had to guess, I'd have pegged you as a young couple walking your lovely dog out on this delightful morning. Well, I am a detective. Have you ever heard of the Layton Detective Agency? Layton? Now, I think I know of the famous Professor Layton, of course, but I didn't realize he had an agency or people in his employ.
Every single animation. It's like Bloom with the hand swipe in Miracle Mask. God, sometimes it helps to have more than one animation, people.
Always nice to have signed up with a complete unknown. Really inspires confidence.
Oh, what a blow. Mind you, I didn't really expect any different. Don't worry, Miss Layton. You'll be famous soon enough. I'm quite certain of that. Anyway, as it happens, I was at the office all evening yesterday, penning my latest article. I did not observe Big Ben at all. I'm afraid to say that my own investigation is just getting on the way. I have nothing to impart at the present time. I see. Well, thank you anyway. I wish you all the very best with your ongoing investigative activities, of course. Likewise, sir. Good luck with yours. Hand ticket for iconic Big Ben. Petty crime or a national conspiracy. Alarm bells ring across Britain. Stories like these write themselves, eh? Gah, methinks it's gonna be a smasher.
It certainly is. We must solve this before the story breaks. There'll be all kinds of repercussions.
You're right. We must press on with our investigation.
All right, but hey, you look familiar. Hey, Stash and Scarfin. Nice hat.
Yeah, well, how long's it been, would you say?
How long? I'm sorry, do we know each other? I'm fairly sure I've never met you before, sir.
God, I never realized it until now, but yeah, that camera click is really giving me a... Yeah, it's... Once you notice it, it is impossible to unnotice.
Know each other? In a way, yes. In a way, no. Oh, I think his scarf's too tight. People are like leaves washed along in a river. Sometimes meeting, sometimes parting.
You've rather lost me, I'm afraid. I, don't suppose you noticed anything about the Elizabeth Tower last night, did you?
I was already dreaming sweetly by nightfall yesterday.
You're an early sleeper, are you? So you wouldn't have seen anything.
Is that all you wanted? I tell you what, how about a little puzzle occupy the mind?
I say, a puzzle? The world is full of puzzles, Ernest. Sometimes during the course of investigation, people do come out with puzzles for you to solve. It's all part of the process. So let's see what sort of puzzle we're dealing with here.
All right, first really tiny nitpick that most people wouldn't really care about. As you noticed, instead of the usual exclamation point, they have the question mark show up now, and it's a very different noise, and I'm sorry, I don't find it as satisfying. And on the HD mobile ports for the original Layton trilogy, they replaced the exclamation point with the Catriel question mark, and that just hurts even more. It is a thing that only me and other people who like really care about Layton games would care about. But fuck, it irks me. Why would they do that? I don't know. The clock is currently showing the time as 3:30 p.m. It would be nice if the hands of the clock show midnight. What would be the minimum number of places you need to touch on the clock to show the desired time? Aw, heck. Yes, 22. I'm fucking about. Alright, if you write on the lower screen, yeah. Right numbers. That is a cleaner 2 than anybody would put on a 3DS. I am just saying. Anyway, it would be nice if the clocks in the hand show midnight. What would be a minimum number of places you need to touch? Trick question. 0. Wait for it.
This is an interesting one. Puzzles are made for solving.
Okay, trick question count. 1. You did it. There was no need to touch the clock at all. All you needed to do was wait for midnight to come. Okay, to be fair, though. The second puzzle in Azran Legacy was also, like, a trick question of this exact same nature, so I guess if I critique this, I have to critique Azran in that respect as well. Oh well.
Very impressive. Let's hope you tackle all the puzzles you're going to face so convincingly.
To be fair, you don't have to wait till midnight, wait till noon. Fair enough. It's semantics.
We've investigated all we can around here. I suggest we head closer to the tower.
Puzzle solve jingle isn't nearly as satisfying either. I think that one, I'm fine with that one because, like, it's a bit more cutesy. Catriel's a bit more cutesy. Like, identity-wise, it kind of fits, but there was no reason to change the like, the, finding the puzzle noise. Because, like, that one was just, it slaps you over the face with it. And it's like, boing! And it just makes you go, oh, fuck, a puzzle! This one's like, a very faint noise, you're like, oh, a puzzle. Okay.
I need to explain to you how we move during an investigation, don't I?
No, we know. Just click the things. Simply touch, go to a place, an exclamation mark, points of interest, yada, yada, yada.
Looks like we can get inside the Elizabeth Tower from that entrance there. So let's head over and see what we can find out.
Yeah, that's what I assumed. I didn't think they would put Titty Dragon in there naturally. Alright, let's head out. Foot of the Elizabeth Tower. Whoop!
The entrance to the clock tower looks to be over there. Ooh, the police officers seem to be examining something. Let's ask them what they found.
Officers! Give me a minute. I need to touch grass. Or maybe not. Is there nothing in the grass? We'll get to you in a minute. I'm sorry, that came off aggressive. I swear I don't dislike every NPC in this game. It's just there's a lot of them that I find a bit more irritating than previous Layton games. No coins? No coins. Okay. Hey.
1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, hi there. Perfect weather for a run, isn't it? It must be a pleasant place for jogging here with all the green space. Yes, I love it. I've done 50 laps already today.
Most of them are annoying to me. Yeah.
50? I'm good run, by the way.
Can't believe it took me until now to get that one.
I just can't get enough. I like marathons and other events, but ordinary city streets are my favorite place to run. I just love exercising as I watch other people going about their business. I like doing puzzles to exercise my brain too, and to keep my mind off my aching muscles. I just came across a great one actually. Try it.
Boop. Bubble Blast. Shoot bubbles from the cannon to burst all the bubbles flowing in the air. To pop bubbles, you need to form chain linking bubbles of the same number horizontally and or vertically. Chain needs to contain at least as many numbers as many bubbles as the number displayed on the bubbles in it. Also, the pun names in this game are yeah. Reposition an object in a new location, touch and slide to where you want to go. Baba yabba dabba. You have the localization team. Yeah, they took a little bit of inspiration from Ace Attorney, while not really getting why the Ace Attorney characters are enjoyed. Okay, that's a bit harsh. This game does have some good ones, but there's a lot of, you know, misses. Unlike me right now, because I am not... okay, I missed that. I am not missing a beat here. Wait, fuck. Maybe I did. I realize I'm a bit short there. Ah. And boop.
This should do it, I think. Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
You did it. All the bubbles have popped. If you don't get the order right, you run out of shots. Yep. All right, you're welcome. There you go. All right. Gonna stay in line for a while. I think there are lots of places around the city where I'd like to run. I want to make sure I can see as much as I can while I'm here. Maybe I'll see you around sometime. Bye. All right, see ya. Let me talk to the officers. There's just a lack of a light yeah, there's not like the boom in the sound design this time, yeah. Hey, you there. Oh, he's got a tiny face. I forgot about his tiny face.
Hello, Miss Layton. Inspector Hastings has instructed us to give you full cooperation.
Wonderful. So I don't need to explain. Could you just tell us what you found out so far?
I'd be glad to, miss. We have ascertained the night in question, that being last night, there was no one here.
No one at all? Not even a janitor or something?
Correct, there was a room behind the large clock faces known as a clock room. However, this was locked overnight.
So is the clock tower always empty overnight?
Except for when works are ongoing, yes. When the servicemen are in, they sometimes work late, apparently. But last night, the servicemen knocked off early, it seems.
So there was no one around who might have seen the thief?
Sorry not to have better news for you.
Damn. Sucks to suck at your job, apparently. Hey!
Hello, Miss, let me see.
Oh, yes, that's right. Miss Layton. Inspector Hastings mentioned you. Yes, here it is. You're assisting with our investigations, I see. So, we're to share information and resources. Thank you, officer. That'll be very helpful.
Another on-the-ball detective, is it?
Yes, this is DC Nick Booker, one of Inspector Hastings' men.
Nick Booker? Thrown into the profession, was he?
Perhaps you'd be so kind as to tell us what you've learnt about the case so far? Yes, well, according to our inquiries, it seems there's been an outbreak of, of metal theft in the capital recently. Metal theft? Yes, I think that's what it says here. Yes, metal being stolen from factories and warehouses. Really? What on earth would anybody steal pieces of metal for? Some metals are valuable, Ernest, and thieves can sell scraps made from them for a high price. Yes, according to my notes here, the missing clock hand was made of, here it is, a very valuable metal that would fetch a good price if sold. So we're continuing along this line of investigation. I see. Metal theft. Well, thank you for your help, DC Booker. Don't mention it. I'm just doing what it says here in my notebook.
All right.
Metal thefts. Yeah.
Boing. According to DC Booker, there's been a recent spate of metal thefts in the capital. Certain types of scrap metal sell for considerable sums of money.
Now we've spoken to the investigative officers, I think it's time we had a look inside the clock tower. But it's locked, isn't it? Should we talk to PC Beat, do you think? Excuse me, PC Beat, would you be so good as to allow us entry into the clock tower?
Why, yes, of course. Inspector Hastings gave us instructions to cooperate fully with you, Miss Layton. Step right in.
Thank you. We'll all come in if we may.
I must warn you, it's one long staircase when you get inside. I hope your leg muscles are working.
Oh, yes.
All right, let's head into the tower. Let's see what all's going on. Fucking, that's on me. Don't blame the game there, Perry. The housing of the great clock mechanism in the Elizabeth Tower. Let's head in. very mechanical.
Golly, what a lot of stairs. My feet are killing me. Honest, Greaves, you should be ashamed of yourself getting tired out so easily.
You're patting harder than he is.
Oh, look, it's spectacular. I've never seen the internals of the clock tower before. It's magnificent. Being inside such a huge and important landmark like this is rather splendid, isn't it? The clock face and the cogs are enormous. Yes, it's quite exciting being allowed inside a place that's off limits for most people.
Alright, you two, get over yourselves.
I've just remembered something I forgot to mention before. Oh, what's that? Sometimes as you're investigating, you come across something unexpected. Unexpected, miss?
Yes, as you moving the magnifying glass around, you might notice some peculiar some dust. We got the collection is back, as it always is. Investigate everywhere. They gave us a little hint there. I think it was around here. Yep. The reddish wristwatch has been added to your collection. Collection box has been added to Catriel's bag that you can peruse items you found during the course of your investigations. Items are unrelated to any particular case. They're just for fun. Enjoy them at your leisure.
You never know what you might find while you're hunting for clues, so leave no stone unturned, Ernest. Not one, Miss Layton. Very good. So let's get back to the task at hand. I think perhaps there's a serviceman over there. Look. Oh, yes, you're right. Let's go and ask him if he has any useful information for us.
All right. Where's the lad? Oh, hi. I remember your face. And if I remember, you had an accent or something. Or maybe not.
Hey, what are you doing inside? No entry to public.
It's all right. I'm from the Layton Detective Agency. The police have given us permission to investigate here. You're a serviceman for the Great Clock, I take it.
No, yes, I'm Hans Lipsky. This is for a missing hand. I already said to police everything I know. You people are drilling a hole in my belly.
Well, I'm sorry to ask you to repeat yourself, but would you mind telling us what you told the police, Mr. Lipsky?
Lipsky? Lipsky?
You can't help his name, Cheryl.
There is nothing for telling. When Han went missing, I was already at my home. I don't know nothing.
You went home early yesterday, I understand.
The day before, I was working until after midnight fixing this clock. So yesterday, I go home early.
Was there anything unusual about the hand that was taken? It wasn't loose or misaligned or anything?
No, I fixed it only 2 days ago, like I tell you. When I put it back, I make sure it is good fixed on.
I see. So there's no chance the hand dropped off then? As if to have your hands, perhaps?
Police already investigate everything. In here, around clock face, but they find nothing and they have gone now.
Yes, tell me, Mr. Lipsky. When did you notice that the hand was missing?
At the same time like everyone else. When I look out the window in the morning, I see missing hand.
Oh, so where you live is inside of the clock tower? Inside of the face with the missing hand? I see.
No, yes, I am living close to here, on Chancellor Lane.
Gosh, how extraordinary. The same street that the agency is on. It's strange that we didn't notice the hand was missing ourselves. Exactly, I'm sure I remember seeing it when I looked at the clock tower this morning.
Because you were looking at different face. It depends on where you are living.
All right. Yeah. Recently repaired hour hand. Blep. The clock tower serviceman Hans Lipsky claims that he confirmed the hour hand was firmly reattached after he repaired it the day before yesterday. All right. Well, there are 2 other places we need to investigate, so let's look around. That's a coin. If his face is just square, it'd be fine, but the chin is like bent. Yeah.
Bit weird. The clock faces are so vast, it's really rather strange seeing them from the inside. But apart from the missing hand, there doesn't appear to be anything out of the ordinary.
What else is there to... Oh, wait. Boing. That's a coin.
What enormous cogwheels. I suppose they're necessary to drive the huge clock hands.
Yeah, probably. Oh!
Oh, the mechanism is vast as well, isn't it?
And it keeps ticking despite being one hand down.
It's lucky there are 3 other faces showing the correct time. The people of London rely on Big Ben to know the time.
Do they? Do they, though? This is the age of, like, technology.
Really, apart from the missing hour hand, nothing seems to be out of place. Golly, there are no clues at all. I'd have expected to see some trace of the crime. After all, it's such a large object to make off with. We need more information.
Oh, they shrunk Big Ben for the sake of this game. It's so much bigger on the inside. Yeah, I was gonna ask. I mean, no, I wasn't gonna. I was going to. Well, I guess it is. Yes, I was going to ask. This isn't accurate, is it?
Let's go back down to the ground. There's something I'd like to ask Inspector Hastings.
I knew this time would come. The descent. It's all right for you, but I'm taking my life in my paws climbing down these stairs.
Ah, yes, with your short little legs.
Get off!
Now, Cheryl, it's safer this way. Ernest will carry you down, won't you, Ernest? I will.
Hey, what'd you pull that face for? I haven't got fleas, you know.
I didn't pull a face. Come along, no arguing. Just tread carefully, Ernest. Yes, miss.
Is there anything else I can look around for, though, around here? Oh! Ah! Hey!
Both hands present and correct on this face, at least. That would be a good puzzle, wouldn't it? I'm a face, but I have no eyes, no ears, and no mouth. I do have hands, however. What am I? As it happens, though, there's a different puzzle here. Look! Do you want to try it? Well, I am the personal assistant of the great detective, Miss Catcher Layton, so...
Oh, just shut up! Do the puzzle! God, I can't even read some of his shit. He's so... You're obsessed, buddy! Try your hand at this...
Clock and ball puzzle, CBP.
The objective is to move all the balls into the corresponding area of the clock. The balls can be moved horizontally or vertically, but the lines across the numbers on the clock act as barriers that cannot be crossed. You also cannot jump over other balls or place one on top of another. Slide the balls to move them and touch the arrows to change the time on the clock. Blocked. I'm sorry. There's got to be a way to get at least this one over. Wait, I said oop. How do we get that one out? Oh, there we go. Wikipedia. The free... Oh, wait. Whoop. And there's got to be like 53. We get them onto the other side. Like Jeff, you said that on his platform. Oh, no. Wait, was there a number that I'm missing? Oh, there it is. All right, now we get this again. Oh, this one also goes to 24 or something. Okay. How do you... Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Wait, I think I got it. Why am I going the long way? I have no fucking clue. There are such easier ways to do this, but I'm not doing it that way. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ah, fuck. Just get it over there. Yeah. Okay. Oop. There we go.
So, in conclusion...
That was a long way around, but we did it.
That's a relief. I wasn't entirely sure.
Whoop. Get it out there. You did it. Well done. Damn, we don't even have post-puzzle puns this time like we did with the prequel trilogy. Like, come on.
Good work, Pinstripes. You clawed back some respect here.
Why, thank you, Cheryl. While merely a personal assistant to Miss Layton, I do hope to prove myself useful in the puzzle-solving department. I really don't remember saying I wanted a personal assistant. Oh dear, miss, please don't reject me.
I mean, I guess the pun in the game itself was pretty bad. Also, I will say one thing I do appreciate about this game. You can go to any point on the map from anywhere, and that's very convenient. I do appreciate that. That should have always been the case, but you know, glad to have it now at least.
That's Inspector Hastings. Look, even from this distance I can see the furrows in his brow. Perhaps his investigation isn't going very well, miss.
Hastings, how's it going?
Ah, Cat! What have you got for me? Who did it then? Who's the culprit?
Please, Inspector, calm down. I'm still in the middle of my investigation.
Oh, I see.
I have a quick question for you, actually. According to Mr. Lipsky, your officers examined the clock face. Is that right?
Yeah, of course. I had them check the clock room, the clock face, and all around that side as well. There are no clues, no fingerprints, nothing.
There really are no traces at all, are there?
Well, I had them take samples from the floor and the walls, and from the clock face, being analyzed back at the yard now.
When will the results be ready?
Shouldn't be much longer. So, what's your next move?
I think we'll head back to Chancellor Lane.
We will?
You mean we're going back to the office, Miss Layton?
You can't do that. We haven't gone anywhere yet. I need your full attention on this case, Cat.
Inspector Hastings, please, you mustn't be so blinkered. Sometimes you have to take a step back in order to see things for what they really are.
Oh, that stream has just become fully our screams for being like that. Yeah.
Is that so?
Yes, so if you'll excuse us...
Hey, you're not serious? Are you sure leaving the scene is the best idea, Cat?
Yes, of course. Come along now, you two. Let's get back to Chancellor Lane. It's no distance. We'll be there in a jiffy on the bike. Oh, I should explain about how we move around during it, but...
Just say. Okay. Select the destination, let's move ahead to a different place. Yeah, it's just a map within a map. Okay, yeah. So it's simply a case of moving the magnifying glass over the bike, examine it, and go to the lane. Okay. We know how to move. You could have just said use the bike. Ugh. I've never seen a better example of One Punch Man Blu-ray, except maybe some Danganronpa character. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
Well, here we are. Chancellor Lane Corner. There are a lot of interesting shops around here, aren't there? It's such a lively place.
We're here for a mini break, are we?
A good idea. First, let's have something to eat.
Yeah?
You know the old maxim, a rumbling tummy is a detective's downfall.
No one says that.
Of course they do. Well, they should do, anyway. You know, thinking about it, I don't know this street very well at all, though even though it's where the agency is located, it's a perfect opportunity to have a stroll down the lane and get better acquainted with our neighborhood.
The walkies, eh? Yeah, well, at least I don't have to be on the lead.
Girl got a single brain cell bouncing around her head when it hits a corner. She has a thought. Yeah. Let me look for coins first before I talk to anybody, because there are some faces around here. Thought that would be a collection item.
Well, who knew? I was just sniffing around, suddenly I found a puzzle at the end of my muzzle.
That happens, Cheryl. Puzzles get everywhere, you see. And seeing as you found it, you could solve it.
Why me?
Because I want to see if you're worth keeping on. Go on, see if you can pound it out.
All right. Using a special beam can to wipe out the fleet of UFOs that have appeared over the streets of London, each UFO has a number on it, and this is the number of times you must be hit to destroy it. All UFOs must be destroyed. Each beam has enough energy to travel along one line only. You can choose the direction of the beam, but cannot travel along the same line twice. To fire, touch where you would like the beam to travel. Okie dokie then. I think we should go to this one first. Beep. Maybe that one next. Down here. Wait. Might have fucked it a little. Or maybe not. Maybe we go down here first. Oh, yeah, no, we're fine. We're fine. Okay, there we go. Or not. Hold on. Let me think about this for a second. If I can think. Like that, then? Yeah, like that. Like that. Okay.
A good puzzle is something you have to chew over. They don't call me Sherlock Holmes for nothing.
There we go. Boop. You did it. You restored peace to the city. Focusing your attacks on the UFO with the highest number while attacking the surrounding was the key to destroying the whole fleet. Okie dokie then. Easy peasy.
That's a walk in the park for a hound like me.
Oh, jolly good, Cheryl. You can solve puzzles on top of everything else. Top dog. Yes, very impressive, Cheryl. I see you're going to be very useful.
I don't like the sound of that.
Alright, let's talk to some peeps. Hey. Hi.
Arr, this place serves the best seafood in town, so it does. I've sailed the 7 seas, and this place tops them all. Now I've had a belly full, I suppose it should be ending. Gotta get back to work. Let's see, what time's Big Ben got? Ah, good, at least it's not the Banjacks Club.
Banjacks, that's a term I've never heard.
Facing view from here, that would have been just my luck. Especially seeing as how I'm after losing me watch and everything. We'll rely on the old clock tower now.
Gosh, the missing hand of the clock is already inconveniencing people, it seems.
Exactly, which is why we need to be pushing on with the investigation, not sampling every dish on the menu.
Boop. Hey. No? Alright, I will talk to you in a minute. Oh! I don't know that word either. Okay. Oh, this face. How could I forget this one?
Oh, look what lovely terraced area this restaurant has.
Ciao, Bella. Can I take your order, signorina?
Thank you. Golly, he's a little overfamiliar, isn't he? Just before we order, I wonder if I could ask you something. Has there been anything unusual happening around here recently?
Anything unusual? Well, a lot of cutlery has been going missing lately. Forks and spoons and things. Oh, yes, and a silver tray as well.
You mean they were stolen?
I cannot say. There were no signs of breaking and entering, and no cash taken. So it doesn't seem like a burglary exactly.
I see. Well, thank you. Would it be alright if I ordered? I'd like the squid ink spaghetti with the fatty herb salad on the side, please.
Sounds delicious.
And then the chef's ominous omelette special, the hellfire risotto, and the mushroom special gnocchi, please. All at the same time.
And they say dogs have eyes bigger than their bellies. If for a minute there, I actually thought you were attempting some serious sleuth work.
What did I just tell you, Cheryl? An empty stomach is a detective's worst enemy.
Okay, I must go and write all that down before I forget.
Boop. Missing cutlery.
Whap.
Cutlery and other silverware have been going missing at a restaurant in Chancellor Lane, possibly related to the recent metal thefts in the capital. Bleep.
Ah, that was absolutely delicious. I do believe I may be full.
Maybe. You didn't say for 4.
Stop making out that I'm a glutton. You and Ernest shared the food too. Yes, it was very yummy.
Well, anyway, shouldn't we be getting back to the investigation now?
A good idea, Cheryl. We simply have to recover the hand before Ambassador Faux du Farfar's visit tomorrow. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We've satisfied our appetites, yes, but now we've enjoyed a meal, there's something that must come before anything else. Dessert!
You want more?
Well, there is a nice-looking cake shop further up the street. Yes, you're right, Ernest. I've admired their cakes through the window for too long. I'd already made up my mind to pay the place a visit before long. This is the perfect excuse.
We're never going to find that hand in time. Never say never, Cheryl. The strangest things can happen in this diddly darn town. Burp.
Smell that delicious sweet scent. Seeing all these tasty treats lined up before my eyes is making my tummy rumble.
You're hungry? After that 10-course meal?
You know what they say, Cheryl? There's always room for dessert. Now, let's investigate all the tempting offerings they have on sale.
How about investigating the case?
Oh, I say that pastry chef looks awfully familiar. Do we know him from somewhere?
Oh, I do wonder.
Hello, looking to take a little something on the tooth, eh? But you can't decide what?
Ah, you're the serviceman from the clock tower. That's it. Yes, it's Mr. Lipsky again. So, you ran a cake shop as well as being a technician for the clock in the Elizabeth Tower? You must be rather busy.
Of course I do not. I'm Alex Lipsky. Running this patisserie is my only job. You mistake me with twin brother, Hans. He's working in Big Ben, not me.
Oh, I see. You have a twin. Well, that explains it. How extraordinary bumping into both of you on the same day. And how interesting you've both gone to such different lines of work.
No, yes, at first maybe Baker and Technic look poles apart, but there are more similarities than you think.
Really? What kind of similarities?
We must both be good with hands. We've always had skills to work with complicated things since we were young boys. My bratzy works with clocks, I work with cakes, but we must both work with our heads and our hands in the same way.
It does sound like you've both chosen very difficult professions.
No, yes. Anyway, you are coming to buy cakes, not to talk, I think. Please, take a look and tell me what you want.
Thank you. We will. Have a good look around at everything.
Alright, let's take a look around then. Oh, hi. I'll talk to you in a moment.
What a strange place to find a big teddy bear like this. It's so sweet, isn't it? But then again, it isn't a sweet shop. That was terrible, Ernest.
Yeah, tell him like it is.
Truly terrible.
Sorry. Anyway, I suppose it's just here as decoration, is it? No, Ernest, I mean, it was absolutely awful.
Truly awful.
Well, you'll just have to grin and bear it. Wait a minute, though. There's something strange about this bear.
That is not bear, that is one of my cakes.
Really? It's not a real bear? I had no idea. You can't tell at all. It's so realistic.
Oh yeah, this reminds me that I started playing this game around the time where that meme was going around where like everything was fucking cake, where everything was just cake. You take a knife to like a fucking like anything and it's fucking cake. Memories of I think literally last year down to the date maybe. I don't remember.
Is everything in here actually one of your creations?
No, yes, everything you see in my shop is cake or pastry made by me to look like something from everyday life.
Well, I can see it. You have a rare talent, Mr. Lipsky.
It is my fun to see how much like real thing I can make my creations. I use all different ingredients from around the world to make things look exactly like life. This moment I experienced with wafer.
Well, your efforts are certainly paying off, Mr. Lipsky. Those creations are capital.
No, yes, my customers like it. They want these cakes for a present for their friends and for parties. Bear is made mostly from wafer as well, and eyes, they are chocolate.
Wow, I'm so impressed. Let's have more of a look around, miss.
All right. Oh, what's in here? Nothing? I could have sworn. Beep. All right. Oh, wait. What? I saw something. I saw something glow. No? Okay. Let's look over here. No? All right, let's talk to the girl. Fucking gyoza head.
These cakes are simply divine, and so beautifully presented too. Alex really is so talented. He can make a cake in any shape you care to think of, you know. It looks so sumptuous, I can never decide what to buy. I think I'll have one of these. No, yes, no, yeah, or maybe, no, yes, I always come here, I always end up mimicking this charming way Alex speaks.
Damn, still no check mark though. Okay, fine, let's look around elsewhere. Beep.
Mr. Lipsky said that all the ornaments and decorations in the shop were the cakes that he made, didn't he? Which presumably means that these flowers aren't real flowers, doesn't it? Yes, you're quite right, Ernest. Close inspection, they're actually made from icing sugar or something. I wonder what they taste like. Miss Layton, no, you can't possibly take a bite out of such a beautifully made object.
All right, hey. Are you cake?
Have you made your decision?
Oh, it's so hard. Everything here looks so tasty. By the way, Mr. Lipsky, did you know that the hour hand of one of the clocks in the Elizabeth Tower had gone missing?
No, yes, I know. Of course, my Bratzy is worried about this.
Yes, Hans said he was hoping to have it repaired as soon as possible.
He cannot relax if clocks are not running as they should.
No, naturally, I understand how he feels.
What's with the clock? That definitely looks cakeish.
Oh, the clock is a cake as well. That explains why the hands aren't turning. It is hard to tell, isn't it? I genuinely thought it was a real clock at first.
So, you have decided what you like?
Oh, I'm sorry. We were so busy admiring all your wonderful decorations. Yes, I think I'll go for, some of your,
Profiteroles? A lot of big words that I don't know today. Every Layton game, they're like, let's do more words. Profiteroles? Okay.
No, yes, but you have to wait short time if you don't mind. I always make my profiteroles fresh. I only put cream into cases when they are ordered, never before. That way, cases remain crisp, like they should be.
Oh, I'm licking my lips already.
Good, then I go into kitchen and make it for you. Please wait here. Picked up a scent, cat?
Actually, the rubbish bin there has caught my eye.
That thing I couldn't click before? I couldn't investigate in the slightest? Now I investigate? Okay.
It could do with being empty, couldn't it? All the rubbish is spilling out. Yes, it seems out of place in such an elegant shop. It looks like it's mostly paper in there. Perhaps we should investigate.
Let's. Investigate le rubbish.
There's lots of shreds of paper in the bin. It's a sketch of something, by the look of it. I wonder what.
Can't tell with the paper all in pieces like that.
No, we'll have to do something about that.
Alrighty, dighty, let's go. Paper, caper. There are pieces of paper in the bin with something drawn on both sides. Put them back together as one sheet and figure out what the pictures show. Slide the paper to move it around the frame, taking care of to overlap any pieces. You can't move pieces that are already in position. You can flip it over by touching it. Okay. Oh. Hello. Wait. Oh, whoa. Oh, hi. Already had that one in place then, I guess. Beep. Yep. Can we rotate? No? Okay. Well, I guess we can flip. That's the equivalent of rotating. In what world is that 40 picker rats? God. That's like,
do it, I
that's
think.
like 25 at most, or 30. God. 40? Really? Easy peasy. You did it! Putting the pieces back together showed a recipe for some bread in the shape of a squid. On the back is something that looks like the hand of a clock. Alright, let's see what we're working with.
Oh, look, you can see what it is now. It looks like some kind of recipe.
Like I said, pick rat economy and then fuck since Azran. Yeah, at least with Azran, like, not, it was every now and then. With this game, it's like a lot of them are like, why are you this much?
It looks like some kind of recipe for squid bread, apparently.
That sounds really unappetizing even to me, and I'm a dog.
Look at the back, though. What's on the back? There's something drawn on the back as well. Let's see. It's the missing hand of the Elizabeth Towers clock. And there are instructions about how to make it, too. It's a blueprint, miss. What the devil is a blueprint of a hand of Big Ben doing in the rubbish bin of Alex Lipsey's patisserie? I think we'll keep hold of that particular piece of rubbish.
Is that all right, miss? Without asking, I mean.
It was in the bin, Ernest. I think it's safe to assume it's no longer something Mr. Lipsky wants. Oh, and here's the man himself. Look.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Here are your Lipsky special peripherals.
Oh, thank you so much.
No, yes, thank you. I hope I see you again sometime.
I'm sure that you will. Goodbye now. Good, now we've taken care of dessert. I think it's time we headed back.
Finally, back to the matter at hand.
Ha, I get it. Cause clock can't. I actually don't know if that one's intentional or not, but it sounds like it would be. Also, who the hell rips paper such perfectly cut segments? Obviously, someone who's a criminal. Pieced together from the scraps of paper found in the rubbish bin in Lipsky's patisserie. Sketched on the back of a recipe was a drawing of the clock hand. Alright, let's head back to the corner. Obviously, a criminal would keep such perfectly pieces there because they just want to be caught that badly. I don't know.
All right, Cat. Where to next? You found the restaurant and the cake shop. Please tell me you're full now.
Yes, I couldn't eat another thing. So let's carry on down Chancellor Lane. If we keep heading north, we'll arrive back at the office. Oh, I know what you're thinking, miss. We're stopping in for a quick strategy meeting, aren't we? To discuss our next move? Wrong. There's a lovely little boutique shop next to the Layton Detective Agency. I thought we could have a peek.
Have a peek?
A boutique shop, miss.
All right, that's enough, Cat. Get your mind back on the job. Come on, Ernest, back me up here.
Well, if Miss Layton wants to find even more delightful clothes to wear, then I'm all for it, actually.
Give me strength.
Come along, the boutique awaits.
God, I hate to say it. I hate to say it so early, but yeah, Cheryl's a mood. I love this cast, but sometimes I just want to be like, get on with it.
Well, here we are, outside the Layton Detective Agency. So, where's this boutique shop? It's just next door. Come along.
Are you really a detective? I'm starting to have my doubts.
You'll be open, do you think, miss? Perhaps it's closed for the day, if it's just a small shop. You could be right, Ernest. There's only one way to find out.
Alright, let's... Oh! Oh.
Oh, hi. Oh, were you hoping to buy something in the Lucky Clover? Well, I was hoping to browse at least. Of course you were, my dear. It's run by a lady called Clover Price. She manages the place all on her own, you know. She stocks the most beautiful clothes, and the hats and accessories are delightful too. But since it's just her running the place, her opening hours are rather hit and miss. She's very lucky to be able to pick and choose when she works. She really is a lucky Clover.
You don't know anything about her, cat. Keep your muzzle out of other people's business.
All right, let's talk to the cat. Oh, hey, a puzzle. How nice. I'm totally not. Okay, no. How come the cat gets special privilege to be above the text box, but Cheryl gets drowned out like every other chance they get to do so?
Oh, a little cat. It looks like a stray. Perhaps it's lost, do you think? Oh, poor mite. We'll have to help it find its mother.
Boring. Puzzle 10. Oh man, we're already skipping a good few. Man. This is a ladder lottery. You need to add horizontal lines to it to reunite the lost little ones with their mothers. What's the minimum number of horizontal lines you need to add? Touch the box to input your answer. For an explanation on how ladder lotteries work, touch the menu button to the left of the puzzle text. No, I get it. I remember how they worked. I played a lot of Super Mario 64 DS when I was younger. We need to get over like to here. And that would actually help. Are there no colors in Okay, no, there are. Okay, I was about to say, man, downgrade, but no, we're good. So with this already, you would, oh wait, that's a cert. Oh, there are stamps. Oh, I didn't realize. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. Those work out. You would need another one there. Also, the other one will work out for the bird. And so I'm going to say 5 then, because that all works out. Boop, boop, boop. Submit that damn boozle.
Still no patch on Miss Layton, of course.
You did it! They'll look very pleased to see their mothers. There are several ways to place the 5 horizontal lines. Yes, I know, but the staircase maneuver was probably the best bet.
I don't think it was lost at all. No, I'm sure you're right, miss. It doesn't actually look like a kitten. I was worrying for nothing.
Well, we helped her with a puzzle. Hi, what's your beef? Mr. Acornhead.
Now, I think you'll find this place was empty until recently, but somebody set up shop here now. The Layton Detective Agency, it says on the sign. Let's see, open bracket. In other words, a snoop service, close bracket.
Oh wait, I just remembered. This guy is Spark Brushel in the Layton universe. Right.
You can't trust a detective if you ask me. They're all as bad as the master criminals they're supposed to investigate.
Well, you can trust the Layton name. The agency's motto is any mystery solved. I make it my personal mission to get to the bottom of any and every conundrum that my clients throw at me.
You're the detectives? Oh, Bob, you're such an idiot.
Don't say that. Am I wrong?
It's all right. Please feel free to come in for a consultation if there's anything we might be able to help with.
Well, I mean, he's not as horrifying. I'll talk to him, fine. Oh, he has a puzzle too. Wonderful.
Sangrio's famous papaños, special price just for you. See? Papaños. Papaños? I'm sure I've seen you before somewhere, loitering around suspiciously. I'm not suspicious. I'm Benny.
Anyone wearing an outfit like that needs treating suspiciously.
Papaños are special souvenirs from my homeland, Sangrio. If you have a papaño, they say you get good luck forever. They say your dreams come true. They say you'll be eternally happy. Gosh, it sounds almost too good to be true. I think we'll have to decline, I'm afraid. We're in the middle of an improponent investigation at the moment. God, fuck off with that shit. No, don't say no. If you don't like my papaños, how about a puzzle?
God, stop posting about papaños. I'm tired of seeing it. Puzzling paints. The colors of the paints are representing the appearance of something. Apparently, one of the colors can be seen every day, but which is it? A is black, B is blue, and C is white. Choose one of them. Fucking black. Black.
This is an interesting one. And that's how it's done.
The paint colors are representing the appearance of the sky. Black is the night sky, blue is the sky on a clear day, and white is the sky on a cloudy day. The color that can be seen every day regardless of the weather is black of the night sky. My friends on TikTok telling you Papaños. On Discord, it's fucking Papaños. I was so enraged that he basically always has a puzzle because I went for 100%. Yeah. I was on a server, right? And all of the channels were just Papaños. Fantastic, you got it right. Well, I think you should have a sangria Papaño. Really? For free? For 2/3 of the normal price. No thank you. No? Why does no one want to buy my Papaños? I come such a long way from sangria to sell my Papaños all over the world. I'm sure Londoners would like them, but nobody shows any interest at all. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Would you like to buy a Papaño and cheer me up? No. I will say, as much as I hate him, I do like how they stand firm. They don't fucking want it. although that just makes Benny seem worse because he just keeps persisting with it. God. Do not be swayed by capitalism, young ones. The door won't budge. It looks like it's closed today after all. Oh, bother. Sorry, miss, but at least you could easily come again another day, seeing as it's right next door to the office. But I'm in the mood for shopping now. Do you think it's really closed? You don't think the owner will open up for me? Nowhere to give up, cat. Dearie me, you young tearaways never look where you're going, do you? Sorry? Just look at that puddle at your feet. Oh, goodness, you're right. My shoes would have been ruined. Thank you, madam. I'm very grateful. Oh, don't mention it. Suede is terrible for getting wet, isn't it? It's fine if there's only a puddle here and nowhere else. I wonder why. There's nowhere for the water to drain away, of course. That's the trouble. Speaking of which, there's a fun little conundrum I know about drains. I wonder if you've come across it before. Well, let's give it a shot. Okay, let's check it out. Here's some very complicated pipe work. If you turn on the correct 2 valves of the 8, the water will flow out of the exit pipes at the bottom. All of them. If the pipes listen to 2, the water will flow both ways, but only in a downward direction. Touch a valve to select or deselect a pipe in which you will send the water down. Figure out which 2 valves are the correct ones. Okay. Whoop. 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 Well, that's 4 for A. Let me see what's up with B. Oh, wait. Oh, word. Oh, that's a lot. Whoop. Not much there. This is just gonna be a mess of lines by the time I'm done, isn't it? No! This one's also kind of the same as before, isn't it? Yep. Alright, let's go orange for E. Oh, hello. Oh, wait, there's another path right there. Oh, wait, and that one also goes down here. Wait. Actually, now that I see it, B and E kind of go through all of them. So, maybe those 2? It said 2, so... That would technically work, wouldn't it? Yep, there we go.
I've seen how to solve this now.
Point.
Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
Nice.
wonderful. Dearie me, I wish you could solve the problem of this puddle like you solved that puzzle. There's always a puddle here after it rains.
Ah, did it rain yesterday then?
One of my neighbors said it was raining in the middle of the night. Yes, I don't know what she was doing up, mind you. Sounds like it was just a passing shower or two, though.
Rain in the middle of the night.
Is that a clue? Apparently it is. Okay. Alrighty. Nice. Neither Cat, Ernest, nor Cheryl knows, but a sizable puddle in front of the Lucky Clover on Chancer Lane attests to a strong shower during the night. Alright, let's solve. Solve that fucking case.
Aha! I've got it! I know exactly what happened to the missing clock hand.
You do?
Indeed, this mystery is history. Who did it then, miss? All in good time, Ernest. We have to call Inspector Hastings first. He'll want to hear this, of course. In fact, yes, I think the results of the forensic analysis will be ready by now. Ernest, could you trot over to Scotland Yard and pick up a copy of the results? You mean the analysis of those samples I took from the scene? Yes, that's right. Once we have that, I'll explain everything.
It doesn't make any sense, Cat. Clock hands don't just go missing overnight.
Well, not necessarily. What if the hand melted during the night? That's a possibility.
No. Just no.
I wonder. Aha! Yes! The hand of the clock must have been an enormous wafer.
Now you're taking the biscuit.
Well, traces of a substance that could be wafer were found at the base of the clock
Put
tower.
me down.
Oh, Cheryl.
Tell me you're making this up, please.
The samples collected from the scene certainly could indicate a wafer-like material. It had me confused at first, but of course, wafer makes perfect sense.
Does it, though?
Oh, yes. Wafer makes perfect sense for the kitty cat. But for the rest of us, who aren't crazy, it's a bit hard to swallow.
It's the truth that's crazy, not me. Because the truth is stranger than fiction.
Really?
It's highly probable that the culprit is someone used to cooking cakes and pastries on a grand scale.
In other words, a confectioner. We're looking for a master wafer maker.
Oh, you again. What do you want now?
Oh, I was actually pretty close with the voice. Okay.
Well, Mr. Lipsky,
All right.
it's about the person responsible for the missing hour hand.
Eh?
It's you, isn't it?
What are you talking about? This is not fair. You can't pick on me. What evidence?
If it's evidence you want, how about this?
Aw, shit.
It's drawing of hand.
I believe you made this, didn't you? As a plan for your brother, who had you make a giant clock hand out of wafer biscuit.
I mean, I
not
guess
enough
I
careful.
guess that settles it.
Like idiot. I made stew. I dropped the hand, and it was broken. Now Ambassador is coming, and we are in pickle.
So you came up with the idea of a wafer hand to buy you some time?
No, yes. It was only thing I could think of. But my Bratzy is not to blame. It was all my idea. Bratzy, no. I thought a plan, not you. Quiet, Alex. I told you just follow what I say.
It's really very charming.
Is it? I mean, it was theft is theft.
The idea of a giant clock hand made of wafer. It's a wonderful notion.
Still, I did not tell truth. I made big mistake. Now, I don't know what me and my bratzy can do.
Oh, that's easy.
Easy?
Yes, make another one. We'll present your wonderful wafer clock hand to the ambassador as a gift. What foreign dignitary wouldn't be delighted by a life-sized replica of a piece of one of Britain's most iconic landmarks?
Huh?
Oh, you British, you know how to entertain, huh? Whatever may happen, you will never exit our hearts.
So Ambassador Fodefarfar's visit went off like clockwork, and Britain's place as a friendly ally to its European neighbours was firmly re-established. Yeah, sure, whatever.
Oh, Miss
God,
Layton, you're amazing.
what a fuck,
I can't believe it.
what a fucking.
That whole wafer thing, how wasn't that just a shaggy dog story?
Ah, but you see, Shirl, the truth is always stranger than fiction.
Was that a fucking Brexit? Was it? Oh. Oh wait, no, save. Oh, save over. Yeah, okay. That's a case down. If that felt underwhelming, get used to it. How'd you like the basket, Shirl? Was it comfortable sleeping in there?
Yeah, thanks, Ernest. Beat sleeping on the street, that's for sure. Or worse. I think stay out of the pound, out of Battersea.
Well, if there's anything else at all that you need, do let me know. I hear you're homeless at the moment, Shirl. You're welcome to live here at the office for a while if it would help.
Yes, that would be a big help. This memory loss thing is a really rough deal. I don't know who I am or where I come from. I just suddenly found myself wandering the streets. That's the first thing I remember.
Until you spotted one of our flyers and decided to enlist the services of the best detective in town. Yes, that was one of the leaflets I designed that you picked up, Shirl. Like actually only 2 or 3. Yeah, I would say that's fair. Yeah, like for me it's 2. For other people it might be like 3 or more. But yeah, for me it's like I can count on one hand the amount that like I enjoyed from front to back. Miss Layton has done absolutely no advertising at all since he set up here, you know, so I decided to take matters into my own hands. Although we still haven't had any business. Apart from a vagrant canine.
Oh, well, excuse me for merely being man's best friend.
Now, Shirl, I didn't say I was dissatisfied. In fact, I plan to use your dogginess to the full.
You do? How? Actually, maybe I don't want to know.
By having you do what dogs do best. Using your nose. Follow the scent of a villain from the scene of the crime, for example. Oh, I say, Miss Layton, what a champion idea. Shirl can perform police dog duties with his heightened sense of smell. That'd be a wonderful asset to the agency.
I hate to rain your parade, but this doggy's nose knows no notable smells at all.
Sorry? That was too many no's. Are you telling us you can't smell anything?
Not exactly. I mean, I can smell things, but no better than a human can, I'd say.
Really? What a disappointment. I think I might finally have a use for you.
Well, sorry, I'm such a letdown.
Never mind, I'm sure Shirl will prove useful in other ways. Oh, the phone. Get that, would you, Shirl?
Why me?
Well, if you can't help sniff out the truth, the least you can do is take phone calls for me.
I'm a dog!
I'll get it. It could be someone with a job for us. What can I set you working on, Shirl? You'll have to pay your way somehow. Cleaning the toilet, perhaps? Or violin? No, your paws prohibit so many tasks. Oh, I've got it! You'll be a Layton Detective Agency mascot. We'll stand you on prominent street corners touting for business.
Oh yeah, and I'll throw in a free massage as well.
It looks like Ernest is finished on the phone. That was Inspector Hastings from Scotland Yard, miss. Inspector Hastings, does he have a new case for us? A murder, actually. A murder? A big case at last. Well, yes, except it seems it's not that simple. The inspector said it was probably a murder, but might not be. But actually, it seems it probably is a murder. Maybe.
It's not that hard. Did someone get killed by someone else, or didn't they?
I don't know, but the inspector wants you to meet him at Scotland Yard immediately. A murder that might not be a murder, but probably is a murder. Maybe. Well, it's certainly intriguing. I smell a mystery that needs unraveling. bother.
What's the matter with you?
It's the last day of the Riverside Festival, that's all. I had rather hoped to invite you to accompany me to watch the show this evening, Miss Layton. Oh yes, I'd forgotten the festival was on at the moment.
What kind of festival is it?
It's a London tradition. It takes place on the banks of the Thames. It's a hoot, Cheryl. There are street stalls serving food and drink, and stage performances, and oh, it's all rather fun. It goes on for a whole week, but today is the last day. As a climactic finish to the festivities, tonight will be the Riverside Show of Devotion.
Yeah, sounds like a real hoot.
Oh, it really is! Lots of young men and women who are in love line up on opposite banks of the Thames to face each other and declare their mutual love.
What, in front of everyone else?
Absolutely. They say that couples who declare their love at the Riverside Festival will find eternal happiness together. Really? I had no idea about that part of the festival. It's jolly romantic, don't you think? I was hoping to escort Miss Layton so we could watch a show together, but now...
Didn't you say it happens every year? There's always next year then, isn't there, Romeo?
Perhaps not, actually. Numbers have been dwindling in recent years. The rumours they might even abolish the festival altogether. This may very well be our last chance to experience it. I must admit, it does sound appealing. Really? The romance of it all gets to you too, does it, miss? Oh, joy. Sorry, Ernest, it's the food and drink stalls you mentioned that have piqued my interest.
Ruled by your hunger, not your heart. You should be a dog.
Food at festivals always taste better for some reason, don't you think? It's the atmosphere, I suppose. Oh yes, I couldn't agree more. It's sharing with someone special that really does it, doesn't it? Yes, well, we mustn't keep Inspector Hastings waiting any longer, I suppose. Come along, you two. We either pop over to Scotland Yard. Oh, of course, miss.
Why do I need to come?
Because you need to earn your keep. You're getting free lodging at my office, remember? Just before the street corner advertising we discussed before.
I'll grab my lead. So I think I picked the wrong agency here. Alright, case number 2. Murder on the Thames.
Ernest, how do you not understand how much of a lesbian Catsrail is? Yeah.
So, this is the famous Scotland Yard, is it? It's not much of a yard, and it's not in Scotland either. As a dog who likes open spaces, both revelations are a bit of a disappointment. It's actually quite imposing, isn't it?
I'll say, don't forget that the Metropolitan Police are responsible for keeping the peace across the entire city of London. This is a very special place, and not least because it's where Mr. Layton and I first met. It's one of my most treasured memories. Such a fateful meeting, wasn't it, miss? This is no time for reminiscing, Ernest. Inspector Hastings is a possible murderer, maybe not, he needs our help with. Come along, let's go in. Oh, sorry, miss. Right you are.
I will say though, as I noted in the server, I have started watching the anime, and just as much as I remember, it really does get the structure a lot better than the game does. If you like the main cast and you're looking for them to, like, you know, actually find their footing in a place where, like, the writing doesn't really falter as often, I would say that is definitely the place to look. I've only seen the first, like, 3 or 4 episodes though, so I don't know if it, like, devolves later on. But as of right now, I'd say I would definitely recommend giving it a shot. And I believe our friend Ollie posted a link in the Discord earlier in the week, so, you know.
Hello. What we have here? Catriel, Layton and Co, no less. Good to see you at the yard, ma'am. Inspector Hastings is investigating the latest case with a rather small team of officers. A select few, you might say. After your brilliant performance on the Big Ben case, I'm not at all surprised to find you among them, ma'am.
You definitely want to watch it. Yeah, it is a big time investment. There's like 50 episodes. I'm going to be at that for a while, but from the first few I've watched, it's pretty good. Also, hey Hana, we just finished the first case. It was a big old misunderstanding.
Gosh, you've already made a name for yourself, miss. Yes, which means we'll have to work hard and solve this case too. I have expectations to live up to now.
Alright, let's head to Scotland Yard.
Oh yes, I forgot to mention that we can return to the agency at any point. Yes, we know.
Yeah, you can mess around with the office. You can decorate the office, but and you can also go back to previous cases. But we're not doing that here. You've solved 9 puzzles so far. You've earned yourself a decor docket. Beep, beep, beep. I have yet to see any of the episodes that adapt the cases yet from this game, though. And I know there are some. I'm just wondering, like, when are they going to pop in and how are they going to do it? Because the anime already kind of just establishes the characters already knowing each other. So it's like, I'll have to see how that pans out.
Something's not right. Oh, what is it, miss? Don't you think it's unusually quiet here at the police headquarters, considering a murder has just been reported? Yes, I suppose you're right. I don't see many officers rushing about, following leads or anything. Oh, there's Douglas Durrett, the reporter from the London Times. Oh, no! Oh, let's go and ask him if he knows anything. If anyone will know, it's a reporter. Hello there. You're on the same trail as me, I dare say. You've heard about the incident at the Riverside Festival, I presume? A murder, no less. What a dark world we live in.
That's also a thing. It feels like this game reuses characters a lot more often than the previous games. Definitely, I'd say. Which I mean, you know, both makes sense and kind of doesn't. But it's like,
So it was a murder then? Yes, probably. Maybe not, but it does seem likely. Then again,
it shouldn't be a bad thing. Yeah. I mean, in most games it would be like, hey, it's a chance for us to get to know our recurrings better. But in this, but with some of these recurrings, it's like, oh, it's you.
Oh, I thought of all people you'd know at least. Well, the word on the street is it was a murder, but the police haven't made a statement either way. Seems a bit odd, don't you think? A murder at one of London's biggest events should be front-page news. It looks like we're just going to have to get the facts from the horse's mouth. If by horse you mean Inspector Hastings, you passed through here not long since. I pressed him to give me the lowdown, but he gave me the cold shoulder. I think he's probably still in his office. Thanks for that. We'll go find him. No need to thank me. All I ask in return is a little addition of any dirt you happen to pick up. Anything at all will do.
Honestly, I'd say it's about the same length as, like, probably Azran Legacy. It's not, like, the longest, but it's definitely a bit chunky, especially compared to the earlier games.
Hey.
Hello, Miss Layton. I came across this puzzle during the course of the investigations into a certain case. Mum's word, of course, but I can't figure it out. Oh, could I see it? You could indeed. This is a very puzzling puzzle. I'd certainly appreciate your assistance. I'm good.
Almost 2 hours in, you got the first case, and I think there's 10. I think there's I think there's 12. There are 7 people in my family with 5 children, including me. The second eldest boy is 4 years younger than me. The second eldest girl, who I get on with really well, is 3 years younger than the eldest girl. The eldest boy is 4 years younger than the eldest girl, and the 3 years younger than the youngest boy. We have the same parents. The second eldest girl is 19 years old. How old am I? Maybe 13 even. Can we get the message back up again? Boop. Okay, I was about to say, can we not have the memo and the fucking thing out at the same time? Okay. 5 children, second oldest boy is 4 years younger than me. Wait, 4 years young. That means you're the eldest of something. So I expect a few more streams in the other games. Maybe. We'll see what happens. Second eldest girl is 3 years younger than the other. Just fucking give me a number. Oh wait, second eldest girl is 19 years old. Okay. Okay. Second eldest girl, who I get on with really well, is 3 years younger than our than the eldest girl, which would be 22. The eldest boy is 4 years younger than the eldest girl. 4 years younger than the eldest girl. That would be 18. And 3 years older than the youngest boy. That would be 15 then, for the youngest boy. We all have the same parents. The second eldest girl is 19 years old. How old am I? Let me erase. We are 7 people in the family. I have 5 children, including me. Okay, we're only looking at the children right now, though. That means we have 4. Okay, the second eldest boy is. Fuck. I really did put 43 hours. Well, you also went for 100%, so maybe we won't be here that long. The eldest boy is 4 years younger than the eldest. 4 years younger than the eldest girl. Okay. 4 years younger than me. Sixth most played 3DS game. What the fuck? Damn. Okay, youngest boy is 15. Yes. Eldest boy is 18. 22 for the girl. I mean, I've got 4 of the 5 out here. I should be able to figure it out. Second oldest girl is 19 years old. How old am I? Why would it matter to be the second eldest girl? And you also see, is it just, are you both 19? Are you, is this what I'm supposed to be picking up from this?
This should do it, I think. Puzzles are made for
Okay.
solving.
Oh yeah, Vanquish is a pretty old game. I was surprised. If I was doing the platinum stuff chronologically, I should have played it before Metal Gear, but kind of forgot. I'll get back to it when I get back to the platinum stuff, but I have to finish Bayonetta 2 first. You did it. If you work in order from the second eldest girl, everyone's age to become a parent. She is 19, the eldest girl is 22, the eldest boy is 18, the youngest boy is 15. The person posing the question is also 19. She is the third girl in the family, the twin sister of the second eldest girl. God damn it. Fucking trick question my ass. I mean, platinum games always look pretty good. For my money. In my opinion, I think they always look pretty good. There, that should put you out of your misery. I'd like to be put out of my misery. Oh, indeed it should, Miss Layton. Much obliged, I'm sure. Now I'll be able to keep my mind on the job. Lovely jubbly. You're very welcome, Constable. Do call in at the Layton Detective Agency if you need assistance with any other matters. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing Vanquish at some point. Now then, where is the inspector? Oh, look, there he is over there. Gosh, his face is as black as thunder. Must be a terribly troublesome case. He always looks like that. Perhaps he finds every case troublesome. Let's ask. Hey, Stings, my man, how you doing? Ah, you're here, Cat. Good. I'm waiting for you to show up. Unplug the set GSP on purpose this time. I see you've got your usual entourage with you. We don't actually allow pets in the yard, but I'll turn a blind eye for now. I hear there was an incident at the Riverside Festival. Yeah, that's right, and the festival's in full swing already. I was actually planning on taking my better half along tonight to watch the show, but now this has happened. People are saying it's a murder. Is that right? Who told you that? Oh, it was me on the blower, wasn't it? But like I said, we don't know for sure. What exactly did happen, Inspector? Well, I'll tell you what I know so far. Early this morning, a man and a woman fell from opposite banks into the Thames and haven't been seen since. But it sounds like it was no accident. The man was pushed by someone. It's clearly a murder.
The woman, on the other hand, chucked herself in.
Gosh, a murder and a suicide. You're not suggesting two events are unrelated, but just happen to occur at the same time coincidentally?
We haven't managed to ascertain whether they're unrelated or not. There's people trolling the river as we speak, but we still haven't found either one of them. This is making my head hurt already.
On the phone before, you said it was probably a murder, but might not be. What did you mean by that? Do you know anything about the victims at all?
According to our investigation so far, the girl was called Vic and the bloke was named Tim. Last name's not forthcoming.
Hard drive implies the existence of a flash drive. I mean, there are floppy disks, so I assume those were the predecessors.
Both of them lived on Chancellor Lane, it seems.
Well, blow me down with a feather. Everything seems to happen on our street.
Well, you know, Ernest, considering your build, we probably could blow you down with a feather.
Apparently, the pair were set to appear as part of the Riverside Show devotion tonight.
I wonder what's behind all this.
It's my job to find that out, Sunshine.
Seems I was requested personally to handle the investigation.
And not only that, I've been told not to involve too many officers. On the one hand, I'm flattered, but on the other, I'm flummoxed. There isn't exactly much to go on. And if I'm hampered by having so few officers at my disposal as well. Which is partly why I asked you to come down here, Cat. You couldn't lend a hand, could you?
I see, so that's the situation. Tell me, who is it that asked specifically for you, Inspector?
I'm just on my way to see the person in question now as it happens. Tag along. I'm led to believe I can find her down at Guildhall.
Guildhall? You mean the town hall on Gresham Street?
Yep, that's the one. Come on, shake a leg.
Alright then, lead the way.
Boop. They can't fly. Oh no! Believe me, Hana, I know too much about the JoJo dub names. I've seen the tier list video. Fucking peak comedy, that shit.
This clock is absolutely spot on, isn't it? To the second.
Well, sure, having an accurate time reference is a vital part of the investigative procedure. Quite right, Ernest. Police and detectives alike have to make sure they have the correct time.
Fill the eggs at a reasonable price. Yeah. God. Every time I learn something new about JoJo, I don't know if it makes me want to watch it more or less. Yeah, mood. Alright, an old clockmaker needs help saying the time on these three clocks. The clocks each say different things. One says 4:05, one says 2:18, the other says 3:05. One of the clocks is 32 minutes fast, another is 28 minutes slow, and one of them has stopped completely. Set them all to the correct time. Well, either the 4:05 or the 3:05 has to be stopped. Or maybe... Yeah, if I do that, I lose the ability to respond to his jokes ironically. Wait. Maybe the middle one is the one that stopped. Hold on. Where is my clock calculator? Time calculator. There we go. Okay, what's 3 hours and 5 minutes? Let's say plus 28. Let's start with that one first. That would be 333. Now what's 405 minus 32? Was it? 333. Is it 333? I think it's 333.
puzzle is something you have to chew over.
Got him.
That was too easy.
40 pickers how? How is that 40 picker rats? Huh?
Oh, jolly good, Shirl. Well done. Are you trained to be a police dog by any chance?
Oh, sure, it's what I've always dreamt of, Pinstripes.
Surely Shirl isn't trained to be a detective's dog, not a police dog. He's made a very promising start.
I give up.
Also, I do want to watch JoJo at some point, but I also gotta watch Layton and finish reading Chainsaw Man, and I am a good fucking chunk into Dorohedoro, so I need to get back to that soon too. I just have too many things to start, and I feel like if I do another one, it's all just gonna fucking come tumbling down.
So this is Guildhall, is it? You can almost taste the history here.
I have been reading Chainsaw Man. It's off the shits. I like it.
It's bustling, isn't it? Especially considering the Lay Tower.
It's the Riverside Festival, that's why. It's keeping everyone busy.
So, who is the person that asked you to handle the case then, Inspector?
That would be the mayor of London herself, Miss Pippa Lowenida. I don't know. I'm not actually British. I just put on the accent.
I'm gonna draw a I mean, hey, more Hana art is always a good thing.
Oh yes, I've seen her picture in the papers, a very sharp-looking young woman. They say she's really been shaking things up since she's took up office. She sounds like a force to be reckoned with.
That she might be, but that doesn't help us find her. Where in this rabbit warren do you suppose she's hiding?
Why don't we ask that woman over there?
Oh, I was hoping we would see the girl, but no, not yet. There's you, though. Hi.
Oh, hi there. 1, 2, 1, 2. How you doing? Well, this is a great city. I found so many puzzles I've been running around. I do love puzzles. Look, I came across this one just now.
I forget which case that the girl shows up in. It might be the next one, might be this one. I don't know.
There's a crossroads with an old signpost. Both routes are in the same distance to the destination, but one of them is always busy, so it takes longer to get there. All the drivers on this route want to reach their destination quickly, so they all choose the quiet route. You also want to reach your destination quickly, so which route should you take? Wow. Wow. I do wonder.
I've seen how to solve this now.
I want to say it's the one after the next one, so we probably won't be seeing her today. Yeah.
Solved.
How is that 30? That's
10. 10. Is there even a puzzle in a Layton game that's worth 10 picarats? Because that would be the one if not. God. Anyway.
That was fun.
No, it wasn't. Don't lie. That was piss.
Excuse me. Would you point us in the direction of Mayor Lowanida's office, please? Oh, the mayor? Yes, she's, probably in her chamber. I should think so anyway. Probably.
That's it. Really make us believe you know what you're talking about.
Also, I think the main plot of the game doesn't start until the next case either, so,
Yeah, good job, guys.
I'm sorry, that was a bit, that one felt a bit rude.
I'm Miss Lowanida's, secretary. Miss Hessie Tate, pleased to meet.
I fucking hate that. It's the Ace Attorney effect, where, like, when I read the names aloud, I get them. God damn it.
Did you, need to, see the mayor about something? She's extremely busy today. I'm not sure she'll, have time to fit in any unscheduled appointments.
The main plot of the game doesn't start until chapter 13. That's true, but it doesn't. But it starts getting set up next case. It's a whole 10 chapters of setup, baby, and 1 chapter of. I can't even call it payoff.
Didn't realize the mayor had so much to do. Oh, well, Miss Lowenida is a very dedicated individual. As I'm sure you know, she's taken it upon herself to totally revolutionize the way a city is, well, governed.
There's no chapter. Oh, okay. Is there only 12? Is that okay?
At present, she's pushing forward her plans for environmental projects as well as welfare reforms. Golly, she certainly does sound like she keeps herself busy. Yes, and of course now it's the festival as well. Is the mayor personally involved in the running of the festival then? Most definitely. Mayor Loanida goes to extreme lengths to ensure the festival's success. Every year she plans a great deal of the events herself, and she's always present on site to oversee the setting up and other arrangements.
It's not a fucking payoff. It's one random ass. That's why I said. Do I call it payoff? No. I don't get the pun of Miss Tate. Hesitate. I won't hesitate, bitch.
And this year's festival is on a larger scale than last year, so it's been all hands on deck around here.
That's also why she throws in so many ums and ers, because she hesitates in her speech a lot. It's very, very brick over the head for me. It hurts. I mean, okay, it's not on the level of Phoenix Wright Spirited Justice, where peace, love, and understanding, but it's getting there, baby.
Well, I'm very sorry to be disturbing you at such an obviously busy time. If you could just tell us where the mayor's office is. Of course, it's just up in the stairs. Good day to you now. The mayor sounds so busy. I wonder if she'll agree to meet with us.
Spirited Justice names kill me on the spot. Yeah, same.
Well, it was her who asked the inspector to investigate, so I think she'll make time. But let's go and see.
Catriel does deserve better. I mean, she kind of... I mean, at least from my perspective so far, she's been getting better with the anime, but I'll see how that pans out.
Ah, it's Mayor Loanida. That's her over there.
Good, let's go and talk to her then.
Boop. Oh, right, you. I'll be with you in a moment. Please. Oh yeah, it's not just the Karain or Karain. I already forgot how to say it. It's not just the names over there that hurt. All of them do. Hello.
Ah, Mayor Loanida. Sorry to bother you when you're so busy. Inspector Hastings, CID.
Ah, Inspector, I'm pleased to finally meet you in person. And your colleagues are?
I knew she reminded me of something, but I just couldn't put my finger on it.
Ah, yes, these three, well, these two and the dog, are from the Layton Detective Agency.
Layton Detective Agency?
That's right, I've enlisted their help for this case. Miss Layton has proved herself an extremely capable crime solver. Over the other day, she helped solve a very difficult case for us.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mayor Loanida. Catriel Layton, at your service. Feel free to call me Cat if you prefer, or Catriel, I really don't mind. And I'm Miss Layton's loyal assistant, Ernest Greaves. Hello, Ernest. And your dog, is she also part of the Layton team? Absolutely, although she is a he. Cheryl performs dog duties for us. He's indispensable to the work we do.
She?
That's good to hear, because the success or failure of the Riverside Festival really hinges on resolution of this case. In fact, I hope you won't take offense, but I'd just like to see your skills in action by having you solve this little puzzle.
What? 3 candidates, A, B, and C, are standing for mayor in an election with 1,000 voters. In a pre-election, 200 voters were undecided. 400 supported A, 300 supported B, and 100 supported C. Assuming no voters change their allegiance, how many candidates out of the 3 still have a chance of winning the election? Well, I'd say 1, but I know it's probably not that simple. 3 candidates, A, B, and C, are standing for mayor in a pre-election with 1,000 voters. In pre-election, 200 voters were undecided, 400 supported A, 300 supported B, and 100 supported C, assuming no voters change their allegiance. How many? Is this another fucking trick question? I swear to God.
I've seen how to solve this now.
Mother...
Puzzles are made for solving.
Ah! I'm angry! You did it! Not everyone who answered in the pre-election poll is obliged to vote. As we don't know how many people will end up voting, that means all 3 candidates are still in with a chance. That doesn't even fucking make sense! Shut up!
Well, that's very impressive, I must say. Your puzzle-solving skills are abundantly clear. I feel confident that I can entrust the Riverside Festival case to you now.
A millionaire's trick question. Yeah, I was thinking, oh, you know, maybe it's just in the Switch version where they redid all the puzzles, but then when I was playing it, I was like, oh no. No, it was always like this.
Oh yes, Miss Lowenida, you can count on us. There are a number of troubling points about this case, most notably the stark resemblance to the Legend of the Thames. I'm not aware of the Legend of the Thames, I'm afraid. I seem to recall hearing something like that before, but I forget the details. Allow me to explain. The tale goes like this. Long ago, a young man and woman, each from a distinguished London household, fell in love with one another. However, the 2 families were enemies, so the couple's love was forbidden. They were forced to arrange clandestine meetings every night, each coming as close to the other as they could, on opposite banks of the river. The woman's father learned of their activities and arranged one stormy night for her lover to be pushed into the river. What a stinker! The current was too strong for the man, and he was swept away to his death. Witnessing her lover's tragic end, the woman was heartbroken and threw herself into the river as well, ending her own life. I see. It's said that the couple's bodies were found days later, locked in an embrace. From then on, the ghosts of the couple were believed to draw young lovers to the river on clear, starlit nights as they lamented their tragic fate. So to appease the uneasy souls of the departed lovers...
Oh my god, she's low on idea. Oh my god! I didn't get that one, actually. Fuck. That one hurts, too. That pun hurts.
And that's the origin of the current Riverside Festival, I presume? That's right, it's a terribly sad story, but in the end, the couple were united in love, which is what led to the belief that gazing at your loved ones across the Thames will bless your relationship with good luck. Ah, yes, that's the idea behind the Riverside Show of Devotion, which is happening tonight. Of course, but one of extraordinary similarity between the legend and the case we're currently investigating. Yes, it's either an incredible coincidence or someone contrived to mimic the
Whoop. I didn't even press A that time. What happened? Wait.
Terrible Shave has a dreadful crime destroyed the festival so many Londoners have been looking forward to.
You can press any button on the D-pad and it skips forward too. That's weird.
We must get to the bottom of it at once so that the people's minds can be put at rest.
I was told you'd ask for me to lead this investigation using a very small team of officers, Miss Lowenida. I don't understand why you wouldn't want the whole force working on it if it's important to get it resolved quickly.
Yes, the problem is a great many members of the public are present at the scene because of the festival. If we send in squads of police officers, we'll utterly destroy the atmosphere. After all, we're not even sure it's a murder, an accident, or a suicide that we're dealing with. I should like to avoid alarming the public by keeping the investigation as low-key as possible.
I see. Still...
Inspector Hastings, everyone tells me what a talented police officer you are.
They do?
Yes, I hear you're dedicated and passionate about your work. One of the most admired detectives at Scotland Yard, I believe. Which is why I know I can rely on you to carry out this investigation swiftly and discreetly.
Well, I don't know what to say. After such high praise, I can hardly turn you down, can I?
Thank you, Inspector. And I'm grateful to you too, Miss Layton, and your assistant. And I'm afraid I'm rather busy. After a show of devotion tonight, the mayor always makes a speech.
Of course, yes, we'll let you get on.
Thank you. The festival is very close to my heart, so I do hope you'll get results soon.
Just leave it to me, Miss Lowenida.
Alright, let's get on. Let's go.
He's certainly dedicated and passionate about his job, but something of an overstatement, isn't it?
Yeah, just a bit.
Shh, he'll hear you, Miss Layton.
Alright, let's head to the Thames. Let's go. Let's go ride the bicycle. Ah, shit, she's here! Yes! She is in this case. Good!
You're that so-called detective who thinks you solve cases with gut feelings and instinct, aren't you?
Do I know you?
I'm Emiliana Perfetti, forensic analyst and profiling expert. Unlike some people, I base my deductions on hard evidence, facts and figures.
Well, that all sounds very impressive.
Yeah, impressively stuck up.
Anyway, I'm investigating this case. To be perfectly honest, your involvement is a headache I could do without. You should just leave it to the professionals.
Well, as long as the case is solved in the end, does it matter if it's facts or fortuity that get you there? There's no doubt in my mind that I'll solve this mystery.
Oh?
So, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do. If you call rolling dice and drawing tarot cards work.
Catherine Layton. Just because you're Professor Layton's daughter. Va bene? We'll see how far your methods get you.
We're like 30 minutes into this case and we haven't gotten a single clue. God. I just realized, fuck.
Who was that woman, Inspector Hastings?
She's a profiler. She's pretty well respected down at the yard. Emiliana Perfetti's her name. We all call her Perfect Perfetti.
A profiler? You mean someone who analyzes criminals and their motives?
Something like that. Profiling's all about evaluating physical evidence and reconstructing crime scenes and the like. Perfetti's got a real knack for figuring out details about criminals by gathering a ton of information from crime scenes and analysing everything she finds. She helped crack a number of cases that have had everyone else at the yard stumped.
It sounds like she's a very talented lady.
Yeah, and if we don't put our claws out, she's going to steal our thunder and solve this case before we do.
You're right, Joe. And while we're building our reputation, we really could do with solving high-profile cases like this.
Well, I'm gonna head back to the yard and see how the investigation's progressing. What about you?
I think we'll start by heading to the river where the incidents took place.
Alright, well thanks, Kat. It's just about pleasing the mayor, of course. Also about allowing Londoners to enjoy the festival.
I hear you loud and clear, Inspector, so we'll be running along.
Alright, let's head out. Can we get a clue? Like one, even? Alright, let's move. Bing, bing. Alright.
So this is where the festivities take place, is it? There's more going on than I expected, actually. Oh, look, ice cream!
Later!
Yes, all right, Joe. I was only joking. Investigation comes first. I know. Ooh, freshly baked muffins. Just smell that.
Joking, were you? Really?
You wouldn't know anything had happened, would you? I mean, everyone seems to be having just a jolly good time. But if our reporter friend Douglas Dutt is to be believed, the public are well aware of the incident.
But is he to be believed, though? I mean, he's annoying. I'm sorry, that was uncalled for.
Perhaps we should talk to a few members of the public while we're here and see if we can learn anything new.
Hey, Mr. Sailor Man. I know it's a matter of perspective, but they look fucking tiny, especially compared to this lad. Oh, God. Hey, what's up with you two?
Oh wow, this is the Riverside Festival? I can't believe it, it's just the best.
Yeah, no, isn't it just the best? I mean, it is the most famous festival in London, mind you.
I heard it was really boring though, but look at all these people here. I mean, it's the best idea, Benji.
Yeah, I really want us to take part in a show of devotion to that, but apparently you have to apply in advance.
Oh no, really? But I want everyone to see how in love we are.
Well, damn. Sucks to suck. Hey. He's Kingpin from Spider-Verse.
Spider-Man. Have you heard the rumors about what happened this morning? They say some fiend was shoved into the river, and the lass chucked herself in on the other bank. It's just a legend of the Thames, so it is. I used to sing sea change about when I was a lad. Now I'm here. I've just found out about something called the Riverside Show of Devotion going off this evening. It's sad. It's sad about the missing couple and everything, but I still want to enjoy the show.
It feels rather like the tragic incidents have actually attracted more people down here. Yes, it was. It was always something of a low-key affair before, the Riverside Festival. And perhaps not very many people were ever really aware of it. So it seems that since people got wind of the incidents, they decided to come down here and see what the festival is all about.
Kind of morbid, but okay.
That's poor taste, that is.
Well, it's the way of the world, Cheryl. It's only when things make the headlines, for whatever reason, that people realize what they're missing. Much like how all these people are in the presence of a great detective at this very moment, but they have no idea. I'm sure your name will be in the paper soon, Miss Layton. Don't you worry. Yes, hopefully. Anyway, we still haven't found anything more about the incidents, have we? No, there are so many people here for the festival, but no one seems to have actually seen what happened. Well, let's not forget that the incidents took place on both banks of the river. We should go and investigate the other side as well. Come along, you two. Coming, miss.
Alright, let's head the frick out. Ooh. Or is this not just kids in the movie swallowing it whole?
Yeah. So this is where the missing woman threw herself into the river, then?
It's weird because, like, again, I've only seen the first 4 episodes of the Catriel anime, but Ernest is characterized entirely differently. He is not nearly as much of a suck-up, and it is weird. He's just kind of like a cowardly boy in the anime. He doesn't seem to glorify Catriel nearly as much. He's dead quiet on the bank compared to the other side where the festival's happening. Also, his name is Noah in the anime instead of Ernest, although I'm going to chalk that one up to being a direct translation of the Japanese script.
Yes, but there's still plenty of passers-by. Somebody may have seen something.
But how will we ever find them?
Well, we certainly won't find out anything unless we start asking people some questions.
Alright. Yo, the beard, though! Oh, and the cat, I guess. Or is this an actual character? Maybe he's just throwing fits in the chat. Fuck.
Meow. That's it, pierce my eardrums, why don't you? Is that puzzle he's pulling? Also, how in the bloody hell is he floating like that?
Oh, I wonder what sort of puzzle a cat would be playing with.
Yeah, a cat with a puzzle. Never seen that before. Alright, Pinstripes, I'll show you how it's done.
School sister. 2 sisters attend the same school. Each morning, the younger sister sets off first, and the older sister leaves the house when the younger sister has traveled 100 meters. The younger sister walks at 1 meter per second, and the older sister walks at 2 per second. What is the minimum number of seconds it would take the older sister to catch up? They live in the same house, travel the same route, and neither of them turn their back on the way to school. Hey, Mama, did you see the bits I sent you in chat? God. Oh, God. Fucking Penny. Okay. 100 meters. The older sister leaves the house when the younger sister has traveled 100 meters. 2 meters per second. 50. That's basic math. Unless it's a trick question. Oh, no. No, okay. That one's just math. Okay. 50 pick... Really? Jesus. I shouldn't... I'm sorry. I can't help myself.
There, done it. Wonder where this monkey got the puzzle from in the first place.
Hey, fisherman.
Good evening, sir. What have you caught? Anything?
Ah, fellow night fisherman, are you? What have I caught, you ask? Let me see. Fish. Yes, I've caught fish.
Oh, dearie me. I'm not sure we're going to have much luck with this chat.
The cat looks like a politician. Okay. Sure.
We're investigating the incident that occurred here earlier today. Do you know anything about it?
Incident? What incident? Oh, you mean that incident?
So you know about it? The one who fell into the river?
Know about it? I saw it. Saw it with my own eyes.
Sir, take one good look at hers and tell me he has ever fished in his life. Yeah.
That is, fishy.
Could you tell us what you saw, please?
Who saw? Me?
I did the voice for 5 seconds, and now I've just done 3 separate voices. I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Yes, could you... You just said... Yeah. You just said that you saw what took place with your own eyes?
Oh, yes, of course. The place. Yes, I saw them, all right. Though it's usually to see place here, so it might have been so.
No, not fish. We're asking about the woman who fell into the river.
A woman, you say? In the river? You know, I think I might have seen something like that. Or did I? Make your mind up, old man. Holy mackerel, your dog made me jump with that old sounding bark, but actually it made me remember something.
Really?
It was this morning, really. It was this morning. Really. The sun wasn't quite up yet. I was here fishing as usual. Anyway, nothing was biting, and I was just gazing over the opposite bank absent-mindedly when it happened. I could make out a fellow standing there, and another figure appeared behind him and shoved her in.
What was the man who fell in?
Well, I didn't see him thrashing about or anything, he just vanished. I don't know if he went under straight away or if he washed downstream or what. And whoever did it just ran off, just like that, without a second glance.
It's a murder then, no doubt about it. There's more to this case though, Ernest. Carry on, please, sir. What else can you tell us?
Well, before I even had time to be surprised, one on this side of the river threw herself in as well.
Are you certain about that? She definitely threw herself in?
Dead certain. I've got a memory like, I've got a great memory, me. Says who? She was a young woman. She was standing not far from me, just looking into the water with a sad look in her eyes. I never expected her to jump in. It was the same with her. She just disappeared straight away. Once she hit the water, I never saw her again. Someone must have called out the old Bill because they were here not long after. I don't think they found her, though.
So the woman really did throw herself in. It was a suicide then. Did you get a good look at whoever it was who pushed the man in on the other bank, sir?
Oh, I saw them all right, yes. But I couldn't really tell you what they looked like. The river's wide here, see? It's a fair old distance to make out any distinguishing features and such like.
So you couldn't see the culprit's face then?
Sorry, not at all. I couldn't even guess the person's height, let alone describe their face.
I see. Well, you've still given us a very valuable statement, sir. Thank you. You've been a real help.
You'll help? Why, if you want some? Don't worry, I'll grab the bait and we'll hook them together.
No, it's all right. Thank you again for your time. Goodbye now.
Bye.
The opposite bank is too far away for our fisherman friend to have made out the face of the person responsible for pushing the victim into the river. Aha! I have an idea. Ernest, could you just sprint over to the other side of the river now?
Just sprint over? That's the best part of a mile. He's not your dog's body, cat.
Oh, I don't mind.
You don't mind?
Of course not. I'd be delighted to do it.
Delighted to? Are you barking? Now what are you grinning like that for?
Have you forgotten the legend? When you gaze at each other from opposite banks of the Thames, your love will... never mind. I'll be on my way. As quickly as you can, please, Ernest.
Now that is a bad case of puppy love.
That's a nice way of putting it.
Ooh, that was a long way. Now then, Miss Layton should be just over... yeah, there she is. Yoo-hoo, Miss Layton! The other bank certainly is a long way off. I can't make out Ernest's face from here. The fisherman was right, it seems.
Aren't you going to wave back? Little Tuck's going to wave his arm off in a minute.
It looks like witness statements aren't going to help us identify the culprit. We'll have to find other avenues.
You're not hearing me at all, are you? Yeah, poor pup. Throw him a bone, cat.
No, I think we're fine not.
2 people killed in exactly the same way as the legend. Coincidence? There's no such thing as coincidence.
I'm
Back. Also, that was just a weird scene to just animate for no reason. Because that was like 10 seconds.
I was waving and waving. Did you see me, miss? No. You didn't? Well, I was deep in thought, Ernest. Oh, I see. Gosh, that sprint must be catching up with me. I feel shattered all of a sudden.
Don't be disheartened, Pinstripes. The road to true love is never easy, they say.
Ernest, there's no time to catch your breath, I'm afraid. We have to find more about the victims now. Both the man who was pushed and the woman who threw herself in were residents of Chancellor Lane, according to what Inspector Hastings told us. So let's head back there and see if we can find out anything that might be useful. Okay.
Man, first hint. First clue, I mean. How long was that? 30 minutes? And we knew about this one for a long while. A man pushed and a woman threw herself into the river, exactly as in the legend of the Thames. Could it be a deliberate mimicking? We Ben knew about that clue. It's... Bye. What is this structure? And now we're going back. Oh, God. Where's the bike? Ding, ding.
All right. It's rather a funny coincidence that both the man and the woman lived here on Chancellor Lane. You could say they were our neighbors, but I don't recall ever having seen either of them before. Well, it's not like we've been on Chancellor Lane for long, is it? I'm sure we wouldn't recognize the majority of our neighbors. Anyway, let's see if anyone else on the street has some information for us.
Hey.
Ciao, bella signorina. I have been waiting expectantly for you to visit us again. I'm sure Miss Layton doesn't appreciate your overfamiliar tone.
Well, ain't that the... What's the fucking phrase? The pot calling the kettle black? I think that's the phrase.
How kind of you. Good evening. Actually, I was hoping to ask you a few questions. Have you heard about the couple who went missing in the Thames this morning?
Of course. Vic and Tim are both regular customers of ours.
Oh, brother! This guy stick!
I see. They come here together on dates, you mean?
No, they always come with friends. I don't think I've ever seen them on their own as a couple.
Really? Well, thank you for your time.
You aren't dining with us today, Signorina? Such a shame. Well, don't be a stranger. Xiao xiao.
What's your deal?
Good evening, madam. I wonder if you might spare us a minute to answer some questions? Yes, what about? Have you heard about the couple who live here in Chancellor Lane that went missing this morning after falling into the Thames? Vic and Tim, you mean? Yes, I heard. It's so awful. Do you know them personally? Oh, yes, they're very well known around here. They're both performers, you see. They love the limelight, those two. Like this.
Oh?
There's a silhouette of someone standing on a pitch black stage. They're waiting for the lights to come so they can razzle dazzle the audience. Can you light up the whole stage using only 4 spotlights? The lights change direction if they hit a mirror. Touch a light switch to switch it on or off. Illuminate every single square within the spotlights.
Okay. Bonk. Maybe get this. We need this one too. Maybe this. No, not that one. Let me see here. Boop. Boop. Nope. 17th. Yo! Yo! Can't wait to watch some murder happen. Oh! There we go. There we go.
I have a feeling that perhaps... That's a relief. I wasn't entirely sure.
There is no puzzle without a solution.
I miss Layton. I mean, I love Catriel, but I just miss Herschel. It is not even the best replacement cast wouldn't solve that hole in my heart.
Well done, you've solved it. You're very good, aren't you? Can you tell me more about the couple in question now? Yes, Vic and Tim are both star performers in musical theater.
What? You know what? I think it's a good thing that I've started to limit my Twitter usage recently. What the fuck is going on?
They're both actors, you mean? Yes, and very talented singers and dancers. They have that imitable stage presence only natural performers possess. It's a terrible blow for the West End, this. There's a suggestion that Tim was pushed. You think it's possible someone bore him a grudge?
I'm not gonna click. You know, I'm desensitized. I'll find out for you. I'm desensitized too, but I'm just sick of Twitter.
I saw Vic just yesterday. She didn't seem any different to normal. I just can't believe she would have thrown herself into the river. Really? You saw her yesterday? That's right, at Lipsky's Patisserie. Vic absolutely adores the cakes there. I can't bear it when I think of Vic's face lighting up at the prospect of one of Alex's cakes. I have to believe they're both alright. They'll be found soon, surely. They'll always pop up again somewhere, won't they?
Isn't showing up for me as a trend. then you're gonna have to type it out. Ruin your search button. No, you don't have to. I'm just fucking around.
Let's hope so. Well, thank you for your time, madam.
Know what? Fuck it. Wait, no. How is the most chill Layton game like one of my most chaotic streams in a while? God, what is this? 5,200 tweets about the foreskin. We're gonna be talking about the pink.
Would someone who was so excited about a cake only a day earlier really have thrown themselves into a river the following day?
It could have been a final farewell treat to herself.
Of course it couldn't. No matter how depressed you were, delicious cake would always put you in a brighter frame of mind.
Not everyone thinks like you do, Cat. Thank goodness.
Well, we've at least ascertained that Vic paid a visit to Lipsky's yesterday. Perhaps Alice might know something useful?
I don't know why the fuck Foreskin is trained, but I know that's something to do with them weird ass minecart. God, I hate that that's not out of the question. Oh, Jesus. Ugh.
If he still has some of the cake he sold Vic yesterday, we'll obviously have to sample it.
How did I know you were gonna say that?
Apparently it's all porn. Okay. Well, no reason to press on with that anymore. You've done everything you need to, it's fine. German trends are boring or stress me out. At least when I set my trends to the US, I can see like that, sit like that and ask myself what the fuck is going on. I mean, some trends over here also stress me out, but you know, we also get weird shit on the regular like that, so it evens out.
Un momento, per favor, signorina. Oh, hello again. What can I do for my favorite waiter?
Tell you what though, UK trending is films that
What? I have a small problem I was hoping you could help me with. You see, recently we have started to offer diners a special ideal meal service at the restaurant. It tells us what they like and we create the perfect assortment of dishes for them, but it isn't going so well.
Okay, Siri, how do I delete all of Twitter?
Let's save the house. I can get. Oh, wait, is that show getting fucked over too? Or god damn, every good show gets fucked over. First it was Wander Over Yonder, then it was OKKO, and now the Owl House. I haven't seen the Owl House. I just know a lot of my friends say it's good. Oh. Well, that's a darn. Well, let's hope they can get through to it, I guess. I don't watch the show, but I know a lot of people who watch it, so you know. And it's not like Gravity Falls where they had the plans from the beginning and they're not gonna have like a ending planned out. Man, that's sad.
With your powers of deduction, Signorina, you can devise the perfect menu for any of our diners. After all, you're a detective. It's your business to work things out about people, no? I see. I think it sounds fascinating. Oh, Miss Layton, you're so good to everyone. Too good, really.
Jumping head first, why don't you, Cat?
You'll now find them a minigame. Yeah, just make food. Man, I'll check out that show someday.
That smell. And look, these biscuits are fresh out of the oven.
And she's like a little puppy when she comes in here.
I adore it when she becomes so excitable.
We're never gonna get anywhere with this pair.
Oh, Alex's brother Hans is here too. Perfect. We can ask both of them if they have any information.
The both of them, two of them.
Hello, detective. Welcome. You come to buy some of my wonderful cakes? Yes.
No!
Oh, no. Actually, we're investigating a case, and I was wondering if you might have some information that could be relevant. This is in reference to Vic and Tim, by any chances? So you know them, Mr. Lipsky? No, yes, they live near here. I know their faces, and they come here often to buy my cakes. Vic is in love with my profiteroles. I can't believe they are both missing. Thames is dangerous river. Vic's family are very shocked by this news, I think. Oh, do you know her family as well? No, yes, and I just took order from them for Portiferos. Really? They're ordering cakes while their daughter is missing? I thought it was strange, but they made orders, so I delivered.
Alright, it's like the opposite of a Bechdel test, yeah.
And how they seem when you made the delivery? They didn't say nothing to me. They just take Portiferos and close door.
Oh, it's just puns. Okay.
Very intriguing.
What? Ah! That was on accident.
Gosh, I just spotted a puzzle in amongst Mr. Lipsky's delicious treats here. I wonder if it's edible. An edible puzzle? Delicious. Oh, I don't know, miss. I think perhaps it would be more satisfying to solve rather than eat.
So let's do it. 50. Let's see if this is worth the 50 rats.
The sweet shop has got some sweets in the 2 layers, one pink and one blue, and each is decorated with a suit from a deck of cards. The shop stocked 4 sweets, and as you can see from the pictures, none were sold on day 1 or day 2. On the 3rd day, 1 was sold. Look at the pictures to work out which suit is on the pink side of the sweet that was sold.
All right. Wait, what? Okay, wait. Day 3. Day 3. Okay. So it's heart, spade, spade, heart. Diamond, club, diamond, club. And or Korg. Korg is like the rock guy, isn't he? I think. It's been a while. The pictures from day 1 and day 2 show the front and back of all the sweets. Wow, thanks! Let's see. 1 heart, spade, spade, heart. Diamond, club, diamond, club. The hell am I supposed to work with that?
And you can see from the pictures, none were sold on day 1 or day 2. On the 3rd day, 1 was sold. Look at the pictures to work which suit is on the pink side of the suite that was sold. I feel like I'm missing something here.
None of these suites have the same suit on both. Okay. That could help. That could help. Which suit is on the pink side? Just absolutely zero fanfare. Yeah, that's what happens. I guess that's what happens when you delay it into like purgatory. I guess because like I heard about it like a year and a half ago, but then you know what happened, and they waited, and they waited, and they waited, and then nobody really cared anymore. I think. Well, I mean, no, you know, exaggeration, but you know. We're gonna be talking about the maybe. Let me get one more hint. The suite that was sold is pictured on day 1 with a spade on a blue background. If you look at the 2 pictures, you can see its pink side has to be either a diamond or a club. Oh, okay. That narrows it down. 50-50. Let's go.
I have a feeling that perhaps...
Okay.
That's a relief. I wasn't entirely sure.
Sure. Give that one 50. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. Okay.
Very good, Ernest. I think I deserve a cake for that, don't you? I'm sure you do, miss, but perhaps now is not the time.
Alright, hey, bro. How you doing?
Good evening, Hans. Pani Layton. Again, I am sorry about Big Ben incident. I learned my lesson.
Yes, of course. As we know, nobody takes any consequences in this game. Nobody serves jail time.
This is about something else, actually. The couple who went missing in the Thames this morning. Vic and Tim, I hear they are washed away in river. Are they friends of yours? No, yes, I made some props for their theater production sometimes. You do that as well? I say you are a man of many talents, aren't you, Mr. Lipsky? You maybe know something that might help us with our investigation? Perhaps they had some problem that you know about, or they were worried about something. Sorry, they never say nothing like that to me. I did not even know they were together as couple. But they were. Well, if they were planning to take part in Show of Devotion tonight, then yes. Show is only for couples, but I did not know they were going out. Really? They never told this to me or anyone else in theater group. Maybe it was big secret? Well, if it was a secret, taking part in the Show of Devotion would have somewhat blown their cover. No, yes, that is why I'm surprised. The Lipsky brothers gave us some rather juicy information there, didn't they? Not half as juicy as those macaroons look on that shelf over there.
Not now!
Fine, alright then. Let's see if there's anyone else on Chanceline who might have some information for us. Perhaps we could head back towards the office. Someone around there might know something.
Head out.
Aha!
What is it, Cat? Have you cracked it?
That boutique store is open now.
Oh, not this again.
Yes, it was closed the other day, wasn't it? That old lady said something about the owner only opening up when she feels like it. Let's go and see what's what. I'm very curious about this place, especially as it was shut the other day.
That's right, shopping is just what we need to solve this case.
Don't be ridiculous, Cheryl, but we may find out some valuable information.
Well, I suppose you never know where your next lead might come from.
Good dog. Right, let's go in then.
Alright. Oh, boing. Alright. How about we hit. Oh, god damn it! In the same place, too!
Ah, you want to buy my Papano? If you don't like this one, I have other Papano. Plenty of Papanos for you. Ah, thank you, but, no thank you. You don't want my Papano? Okay, then how about a puzzle?
I like how he's staying in the exact same fucking place, too. Can we, like, charge him for loitering outside of our agency? Roll up, and take your chance at a game of Hoopla! But this is Hoopla with a twist. Not only do you have to get the hoops to land over the pins, you also have to throw a different number of hoops around the pins according to what color they are. Use the 4 rings to place 1 ring around each blue pin, 2 around each green pin, and 3 around the red pin. Slide the hoops to pick them up and place them on the board. Okay. Okay, 1 for blue, 2 for green, and 3 for red. Okay. So it's like a Venn diagram type thing then, right? Yeah, easy.
I have a feeling that perhaps...
Got him.
Still no patch on Miss Layton, of course.
You did it! Nice one. Now get out of my fucking face.
Congratulations! Now perform for you my special Papano dance.
Goes like this, see? Yes, very nice. Now get out of my fucking sight.
Even I'd fall over trying to do that, and I've got spare legs.
When I was a young boy back in Sangrio, I was the champion Papano bopper in the neighborhood.
Yeah, sure. Step aside, kid. Hey, Spark.
Ah, it's you sleuth again. I'm just weighing up whether I should go to the Riverside Festival or not. Oh, we were just there and it was a lark. There are oodles of people gathering for this evening's show of devotion.
It does sound interesting, but all that sentiment is too mushy for me. Open bracket. I don't want to turn up at the show of devotion on my own. Close bracket. End quote.
Oh, yes, see. Oh, yes, I see. I understand.
Stop. It's just too easy. It's too easy.
Look at this range. Complete outfits, hats, accessories. I'm sure you'd look delightful in anything at all, miss. I'd love to browse, but the investigation has to come first at the moment. Let's ask here if anyone knows anything.
Oh, hello. I forgot about you. I'll be with you in just a minute. Let me look around. Ah!
Big mirror. Let me see.
Yeah, I saw that, Cheryl. You were checking yourself out in the mirror, making sure your coat looks sleek and your ears aren't inside out.
No, something just caught my eye, that's all. That's a puzzle. Perfect timing. I'm starting to feel like a bored collie.
Alrighty. This lot love football, but their team is full of such useless players that they're known as the H10, the Hopeless 10. Yet, they have only 10 players. Can you move one match to turn them into an 11-player team? Slide the match to move it, and touch the rotate. Oh my god, this one's so fucking easy. How many rats was that? I didn't see.
Got some bite. They do call me Sherlock Holmes for nothing.
You did it! Now there are 11 players on the team. With a goalkeeper like him, they won't be losing any games. Mind you, if they can't score a goal, they won't be winning any games either. But what does that have to do? But what did that have to do with soccer? We were just moving matches. I mean, I guess team name, but that feels like such a non sequitur.
That was a decent puzzle. Well, worth doing. Now then, where's that annoying tuft?
Sure, when were you last groomed?
I wasn't looking.
Don't worry, Sherl. I'll give you a brush later.
Thank you, Pinstripes.
Holy shit, we went one conversation without, Ernest, sipping. I had to censor myself there a little bit. Just, you know, never know with Twitch.
Hello, feel free to look around, won't you? Oh, thank you. I wonder if we could ask you about the incident that occurred earlier today at the Riverside Festival? I'm afraid I really have no interest in the festival. I've heard of it, but I don't know anything about it, or any incident for that matter. Oh, I see.
That's the end of that conversation then.
Yes, I think you're right, Sherl. Well, no matter.
Hey! Grandma!
Dearie me, fancy bumping into you again. Oh, good evening. Doing a bit of shopping, are you?
I do realize that, yes, because of the way this game is structured, the Granny Riddleton's mechanic is obsolete, but I'm glad they didn't retire the character. She's just out living her best life now.
Doing a bit of shopping, are you?
It's the last day of the Riverside Festival, isn't it? The perfect excuse to buy a new outfit to go painting the town in tonight, I say. I'm especially excited because of all the hard work Pipper, that's the mayor you know, has been putting in this year.
Mayor Lowenida? Are you friends?
Oh, dearie me, yes, we go back a very long way. She was often at high society dues with her father back when I was a young spring chicken myself.
So Miss Lowenida's from a wealthy background?
Yes, I must say she's managed the family affairs wonderfully since her father passed away. Credit to her name. I confess I was rather stunned when she announced she was running for mayor. Even more stunned when she won.
She certainly gives the impression that the proper governing of London's affairs is very important to her.
Oh, dear me, no. I don't think that's the reason she stood it. Oh, I think it's fair to say the reason she wanted to become mayor was to make the festival more festive again.
Really? What do you mean exactly?
Oh, I know. She seems like such a quiet thing now, doesn't she? But it wasn't ever so. No, back in her younger years, she loved a good knees up.
I see. She doesn't give that impression now at all.
Well, of course, her desire to promote the festival is much more than just a personal whim. She has a good heart, that girl. She wants the people of London to enjoy themselves.
Yes, I can see her motives of merit.
Dear me, there I go again, wittering on. I'm supposed to be buying a dress, not gossiping. Well, toodaloo.
That was an unexpected revelation about Miss Lowenida, wasn't it? Come along, Ernest. Sure, back to Guildhall. But what about the investigation, miss? There's something I'd like to put to the mayor. Come along, we must hurry.
The mayor's childhood memories. We are only halfway done. God, am I gonna have to cut this in half? Am I gonna have to cut this case in half? Maybe not. Though cool and collected now, Mayor Lowenida was once a lively, festival-loving girl. Was her motive for becoming mayor simply to promote the festival? All right, let's head back to the hall. Yes, the hall. That's the place. Yeah, Guild Hall. Bum bum bum.
Hello again. Is it again? Isn't it? You were here earlier, I think. Yes, that's right. We'd like to speak with Mayor Lowenida again. I just took some papers to the mayor in her chamber a few minutes ago. She, has a visitor at the moment. A visitor? Oh dear, that's inconvenient. I really need to speak to the mayor at once. The mayor often has visitors, I'm afraid. Like that, young couple who were always here. A young couple, you say? Yes, I think they work in theater. Or maybe not. I'm not sure. I have a feeling I recognize their faces from the stage. I just can't remember their names. Vic and Tim, perhaps? Oh, yes, that's it. That's them. They've been visiting the mayor almost every day recently. You know, it all seemed to be rather hush-hush what they were talking about. Oh, I'm sure I'm just imagining things. Well, maybe I am, anyway.
Hush, hush. No! Oh! Shut up! Shut the fuck up! Stop!
So the two missing persons were both friends of the mayor? Miss Layton, this could be a vital clue. I suspect there's more to this than meets the eye. Come along, we must quiz Miss Lowenida at once.
Get it out of my head. Yeah. I can't fucking believe it. This was 2017. Back when that word wasn't ruined. Remind me to clip that later.
I'm afraid this matter is very urgent. Who even is this visitor anyway? I think it was something from Scotland Yard. A profiler, was it? A profiler? You don't mean Emiliana Perfetti, do you? Ah, yes, that's right. She, said she had some questions for the mayor.
Not that old sourpuss again.
Emiliana visiting the mayor? Presumably this means she's also working on the case. Well, if we're all talking about the same thing, they won't mind if we barge in.
Yes, of course, Kat. That's how it works. Guildhall employee Hesse Tate claims that the mayor met the missing couple Vic and Tim many times in the lead up to the festival. Alright, let's head up. Oh wait, never mind, here she is.
Excuse me, this is a private meeting. Oh, Miss Perfetti, I'm sorry, we weren't expecting to find you here. Is everything alright? It's clear you don't like me. Now, whatever gives you that impression? There's no point trying to deny it. Your intonation betrays your true feelings. A little pause before you spoke, the way your lips curled up, the telltale shift of your eyes. I can read you like a book. Really? How incredible. I had no idea it was being so obvious. You aren't even going to attempt to deny it? Let's get to the matter at hand, shall we?
Dodge the fucking question.
I see you've been interviewing the mayor. Va bene. Yes, and I presume you being here means you are also investigating this case. Very shrewd. So, what have you found out so far? I don't see why I should tell you.
That's right, because we don't actually want to solve this crime or anything.
Allora, let's see if it's even worth filling you in. If you can solve this puzzle, I might consider it.
Alrighty.
Point the finger. Here we have 9 people, some good guys and some bad guys. If the good guys have a bad guy next to them, they will point at them. Otherwise, they will fold their arms. Whereas the bad guys always point at someone, whether that person is good or bad. Touch a person to mark him as a bad guy, touch again to remove the mark. Place markers on 2 bad guys hiding in the groups. Man, look at these motherfuckers. Okay, otherwise they'll fold their arms. So that means the bottom row is completely out of the question. Okay, well here's the thing, right? Like, every time, no matter what orientation I do it, it always ends up in this triangle. So I'm thinking 2 of the ones in the triangle might be it. Well, I know it's not the bottom row, of course, so... Bam, bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. No. Hold on. Wait. If the good guys have a bad guy next to them, they will all point at them. Otherwise, yeah, so that means middle row is also kind of off. So I guess that just leaves the top 2, right? Yeah. If you guys have a bad guy next to them, they'll point at them. Otherwise, they'll fold their arms. So that means that since these are next, since the middle row is next to the bottom row, and all the bottom row is closed, and that crosses them out. So yeah.
I've seen how to solve
By
this
process
now.
of elimination.
And that's how it's
Hey, what's the fucking elimination? There we go. You did it! The bad guys are on the top row and the middle on the right. Once you figure out the bad guys
point at good guys, it's easy to spot them both. Bum, bum. Well, it wasn't a very difficult puzzle anyway.
A perfect storm sweeps in again.
Alright, as a special favor, I'll give you my analysis of the case. First of all, let's review the facts. This morning, a man was pushed from the bank of the Thames into the river. There was at least one witness, but he was on the opposite bank, and the criminal was too far away to be seen clearly. Soon afterwards, a woman threw herself into the river from the same bank as the witness. It all fits in exactly with the legend of the Thames. Yes, the missing couple are known as Vic and Tim, residents of Chancellor Lane. They are both members of a theatrical group, and were planning to participate in tonight's Riverside Show of Devotion. However, no one appears to have realized that the pair were seeing each other, which is where the facts diverge from the legend. Meanwhile, we have the information that the couple were meeting regularly with a certain third party. You know who that is, I presume? The very person who instigated the investigation. Mayor Pipper, Lo, and Ida.
Vic and Tim, I'm mad. They've been saying that all case, but yeah.
Allora, from these facts, there is only one conclusion that can be drawn, and that is, the person who pushed him into the river was Mayor Lo and Ida herself.
Wait. Yeah, herself. Why'd I correct myself?
Never! An interesting deduction, Emiliana. I admit that there are some facts missing at the moment, but all the evidence points to Mayor Lo and Ida. There is just one vital factor missing that would incriminate her beyond doubt. A motive, you mean?
I'm in half asleep, sister. That's fair. That's fair.
Yes, I see you and I are on the same page. Naturally, I've explored the possibility of the criminal being someone else. Usually I get a clear profile of the culprit from the case background and evidence surrounding the victims. But this time, the profile isn't coming together. Why did the culprit push the man into the river, and how is that related to the woman throwing herself in? Neither point ties in with the current profile we've built up. This is the first time I've encountered a case like this. The profile, yeah. It sounds like you're struggling a bit, Miss Perfetti. Struggling? Me? Ha! The more challenging the case, the more I shine.
Did she say shine or wine? I know which one I heard.
The fact that the profile doesn't fit some key facts about this case is an important piece of information in and of itself. All I need to do is work that back into my analysis and build up a new profile. So I must get back to the yard. The profile doesn't fit the facts. Have you ever thought, Miss Layton? Oh, no, it's nothing. Come along, we must talk to the mayor again.
Even expert profile Emiliana Perfetti is unable to produce a distinct profile of the killer in this case, which in itself may indicate something. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Whenever I'm reading default text that isn't spoken by anybody, I'm just gonna do the Layton voice. I miss him.
Excuse me, Mayor Lo and Ida? Oh, hello again. How's your investigation coming along? Very well, thank you. I think we're nearly there. I'd just like to ask you one or two more questions, if I may. Of course, anything that helps solve the case. Ask away. Thank you. I'll get straight to the point then. It seems you've really gone to extreme lengths for the sake of this year's Riverside Festival. Yes, well, it is a London tradition after all. I'm all for progress and forward thinking, but traditions are very important as well. I heard you undertook a lot of the planning yourself, that you wanted to reinvigorate the festival in a way. Yes, I'm afraid I'm not good at delegating. I've always wanted to do things myself whenever possible. I also understand that you've been having lengthy discussions with some of the participants in the Show of Devotion. That's true, it's the climax of the whole festival, so it requires special attention. It's really vital that the festival is a success this year. That's why I've had to plan everything so meticulously. I see. Well, I think we have a good idea of your particularly strong zeal for the event now. Thank you.
That's it, strong zeal. Is that all you got, cat?
Don't worry, Shirl. It's all I need. Oh, that's strange. What is it, Miss Layton? There's something different about this office. Something's changed since we were here before. Has it?
Now you come to mention it, I'm picking up on something too.
Have a good look around, everyone. We need to figure out what's different.
Burp.
This teddy bear wasn't here before, was it? Oh, isn't it cute? I must say, though, it doesn't really fit with my image of the mayor. I suppose you wouldn't expect to find a cuddly bear in the office of a go-getter City of London mayor, would you? In the office of a bona fide London girl boss, would you? The truth is, threadbare as he may be, this old friend helps me relax when things are getting a little hectic. It does seem a little out of place in here. You seem so self-assured and confident. Do I? Well, I had quite a few soft toys I was fond of when I was a little girl. I had one like this too.
All right. It's time for a puzzle. Look at this cuddly white rabbit. It needs a bit of color, but there are a few specific requests. You can only use pink, yellow, and blue. Pink should appear in 7 places, and yellow in 4. The same color shouldn't appear next to itself. The body and both shoes should be the same color. Okay. Yellow in 4 places. Well, if the body and both shoes were yellow, that would be 3 of the 4 right off the bat. If we had the head, that'd be 4. We need to find 7 places for pink. Oh no, I can't change it back. Oh no. Let's change that to blue for now, I guess. Bip. Bip. Oh wait, and if we don't need them to connect it, wait, maybe that works. Bep, bep, bep. That's 7. 2 blue, 4. Yep. Easy. Ow.
I've seen how to solve this now.
That was just to clarify. That wasn't me clapping that hurt my hands. It was I hit my elbow against the edge of my chair. I'm not that fragile, although also I kind of am. Boop.
I had a feeling that wouldn't stump you. My father bought this bear for me. Actually, it was at the Riverside Festival, one of the street stalls there. Ah, so it has special meaning for you then. Yes, that's right, especially as my father is no longer with us. He was a very busy man. He used to work extremely hard, but even so, he always made time to take me to the Riverside Festival. I loved the festival and the times I spent at it with my father. Ah, so many memories. Yes, there's no greater treasure than memories of your loved ones, is there? Absolutely, and I'm sure lots of Londoners feel the same way about the festival. People in the city have been making wonderful family memories at it for years now, which is why it's such a terrible shame that attendance has been falling in recent years. The idea of abolishing it altogether is just abhorrent. I have to preserve my precious memories. The festival must be a success. Are you alright, Miss Lowenida? Oh, I do apologize. I don't usually let myself get quite so animated. Please don't apologize. It's nice for us lesser mortals to see that even someone as cool and collected as you loses a little control occasionally. Being mayor means you have to keep your emotions buried, you see. Really? I would have thought it's better to be true to yourself in a role like yours.
Maybe some of us are a little too true to ourselves, eh, Cat?
I've had a good idea. I'd like to show you something rather special. Oh, something special? Yes, there's a balcony just outside here. Would you join me out there for a moment?
Sure thing.
Well, what do you think of my view? Aren't the city lights beautiful? It's like all the stars have fallen from the night sky and landed on London.
Now that's a view.
And you can see the festival grounds from here too. Look. So you can. Oh, the festival lights look lovely as well. They do, don't they? Just a shame that year by year there have been less lights and less people enjoying the event. But see how bustling it is this year? All those people who had forgotten about the festival over time have come back again this year. And I feel confident now that next year there'll be more people again. Even more the year after that. Parents bringing their children, and in future those children bringing their own children. That's all I wanted.
Where's the dialogue? Where was the voice line for that? Did I just not hear that? I heard the music. I didn't hear that on my end, though. I didn't hear the voice.
Well, I'm very sorry for taking up so much of your time when you're so busy, Miss Lowenida. Oh, that's quite alright. I enjoyed discussing the festival with you. Good luck with the investigation.
That was what? Yeah, we haven't crashed either. That wasn't the game crashing. Because, like, we're still rolling. Meow?
Thank you. I believe we're homing in on the truth now. Really? That's wonderful. Keep me posted.
Anyway, last clue. I do wonder what this mystery could end up being.
The
Riverside Festival appears to have a special place in Mayor Lowenida's heart. She sees it as a key event for all Londoners to enjoy time as a family.
Yes, let's get on with it. I don't know how much longer we're lasting out here.
I've cracked it! This case is as clear as crystal to me now.
It is? I could have sworn we were getting further and further from the truth.
Oh, Miss Layton has a knack for seeming like she's going off on a tangent when I'm sure she's really solving the case in her own way. Well, I'm pretty sure anyway. So let's call Inspector Hastings and ask him to meet us. The time has come for me to reveal the truth behind this whole affair. At once, miss.
Have you really figured it all out, Cat?
Tell all, Miss Layton, please. It isn't long until I have to give the closing speech at the festival. Oh, don't worry. This won't take long at all. As you all know, the incidents that took place this morning follow the old legend of the Thames almost to the letter.
Yeah, too much of a coincidence that, obviously. Someone clearly made a deliberate effort to copy the legend.
Quite right, Inspector. Somebody did exactly that.
All right, then. Who's the culprit, Cat?
I think first, Inspector.
Yeah, I guess it was just that one scene. Weird.
In identifying the culprit.
Wrong.
And that is how crazy you are about festivals, Mayor Lowenida.
Who did it's far more important in a whodunit.
How did you know?
She's right, doggone it! Are you going to explain yourself, Cat, or what?
Mayor Lowenida, loving the Riverside Festival as much as you do, it became unbearable to watch its popularity dwindle over recent years, didn't it? Oh dear.
So she killed him. Is that what you're saying?
No. A festival lover would never do such a thing.
Great wording.
Hey? But you said...
It was all an elaborate show. Made
It was
possible
just a
by Mayor's great power and influence.
misunderstanding. 2. We're at 2 now.
Part of the festival entertainment, if you will. The murdered couple are alive and well. No doubt hidden somewhere inside this very building.
But she's the one who asked for me to investigate the case.
I'm sorry to say, Inspector, that I believe the mayor thought it was a case you wouldn't be able to solve.
Damn. Let's see if we can hit the 12 out of 12. But I do remember there was at least one that wasn't, I think. Unless I'm misremembering. Oop, I think I skipped something.
It's been an eventful festival, that's for sure. And a successful one, too.
11 out of 12 is definitely feasible, though.
Yes. I'm delighted that my last festival as mayor hasn't been a flop. Thank you.
Are you retiring, Pippa?
Yes, I must. I've abused my position as mayor. I just couldn't bear the thought of the festival my father always took me to being abolished, you see. But I've let everyone down.
I see. Well,
There's one that isn't even a crime, so it's definitely like a... Yeah.
Mayor Lowenida, thanks to you, this year's festival enjoyed a record-breaking turnout. There's just one little problem.
Oh? What problem?
Have a gander at this.
Goodness me, what?
It's a proposal put forward by some of London's youth. They want the same performance you cooked up this year to happen every year, only bigger. They're suggesting calling the old love story thing the Riverside Musical, and they're planning massive participation.
Like, yes, you could have told the... Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I just don't believe it.
Also, no consequences.
London
Ever.
still needs you at the helm, Mayor Lowenida. After all, no one loves this city like you do.
I know the examples I'm about to pull are on a much higher, like, scale in terms of, like, what they fucked up with, but, I mean, at least Clive and Bronev were held accountable for their actions. Sure, these are just mild fuckery, but still, like...
The missing couple made an appearance at the Riverside Show of Devotion that evening. They explained everything that had happened. The festival was an unprecedented success, attended by more people than ever before, thanks to Mayor Lowenida's hard work. So it looks as though the festival will remain as one of London's great traditions.
Even fucking Anthony was held accountable. I'm blanking. Hold on. Anton, right, Anton, yeah. Sorry, I don't think of him as Anthony. I think of him as Anton. His funny little vampire name.
So it looks as though the festival will remain as one of London's great traditions.
Yeah, like I said, rubbish. My examples are a bit out there compared to what's going on here, but yeah. His name is definitely Anthony in German. Yeah, okay, that's fair. All right. Well, that's 2 cases down. 20 puzzles done. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna cut it here. Boop. So, yeah, that's 2 cases down. I think I'm gonna try and strive for 2 per game. Distributing this software illegally. Oh, God, perish the thought. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for staying. Thank you for watching the show. And, I will see you all next time.